Welcome to Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. We're starting today's show a little bit different. As many of you may know, we lost a racing legend. Us at Rogers TV send the condolences to the Kyle Busch family. Welcome, race fans. Delaware Speedway Racing, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet on Rogers TV on what is a windy Friday night here in Delaware, Ontario at the half mile. We got late models, V8 stocks, and a bone stock 40-lap feature race tonight. And Kate, what are you looking forward to tonight?
I think it's going to be some great racing, see how the late models shake up. You never know who's going to win in that division. There's just so many strong race cars and drivers. I did see Connor Pritico in practice as well. Haven't seen him yet this season, so interested to see where he shakes in this field.
All right, and we're going to send it down to the third member of our crew, Jeremy McGrady, in the pits.
Thank you so much, Kyle and Kate. And Kate, you mentioned the V8s. During the drivers' meeting tonight, a few of the V8 drivers had a few complaints about the stop-and-go penalty when they break out. And they suggested instead of doing this stop-and-go that they want to do instead just a drop 3 spots back in the order of their either heat race or in the feature. So that is something we'll see whether or not Delaware Speedway officials may change or not later in the season. We will soon see. But like you mentioned, we've got ourselves late models and bone stocks, 40 laps here tonight. We'll see how well they do here in this cool, windy night here at the Speedway. So back up to you guys upstairs.
Thank you, Jeremy. And we head into the standings here, starting with the bone stock division. Early on in the season, what's it looking like, Kate?
Michael Verburn did take the race, and he's at the top. Matt Langford's only 3 points behind. Matt Langford is a previous champion, so don't count him out yet. Len Starrett had a great showing as well. Mitchell Rawlings in the 4th position. Stan Cook, Joe Kicks in that Talladega Nights replica, 12 points back. Charlie Verhovven is also 12 points back in the 7th spot. The 00 of Justin Culver, 59 of Cassie Howard, and the 93R of Race Meyer. But that division could shake up at any moment, so we'll have to see what this 40 laps brings.
And the V8 stocks, we talk about it all the time. The breakout rule is something they have to deal with. Let's take a look at their standings.
Jordan Morris was able to take the race win last week, which did take him to the top spot, followed by the 45 of Barry Watson, Will Corey, Jeff Ferguson, Jack Van Herk, Doug Stewart, Kara Martin, Cody Colburn, Tom Hughes, and Thomas Jeremy round out that top 10. But as you can see, those points are type 2, and that breakout rule, like Jeremy said, is not changed tonight. There still will be the stop and go on the backstretch, but it might switch up.
That's right, and gonna move into the late models, as that's the 3rd division we're gonna see here tonight on the half mile. Their standings are pretty tight as well.
Yeah, they've only had one race, which was last week. Brady Smith was able to take that win. He's actually running the 39 this year, and it'll be a bright yellow machine. You won't miss it. Marshall Schrank in that 2nd position. Carson Nagi, Jesse Kennedy, Logan White, Paul Major, Ray Morno, Matt Robley. That's your top 8, and if you look, they're only 11 points apart. So really anything can change in these divisions. I told you the late models are going to be close, and I know they're going to be all season.
All right, we'll be back with more Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet after this.
Hi, Steve McCaw here. Welcome to the 2026 race season. On behalf of my team here at Ray Cullen Chevrolet Buick GMC, we're excited about another great year.
Family-owned Around for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom-built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. It's going to be a great night of racing. We're going to go down to Jeremy McGrady in the pits.
And by last week's feature race winner in the V8 stock division, Jordan Morris. Jordan, take me through your win last week. Lots of breakouts, a few stop and goes. Take me through that win last week.
Yeah, I'm just glad everybody else was breaking out. I mean, the initial start, I'm not even sure what happened. I think I started 9th. I ended up 2nd by the time we come off 4. It was definitely a blast racing with Ramsey there. He kept me on my toes, to say the least.
Now, in the drivers' meeting tonight, it was mentioned how the stop and go might be a bit of a struggle for some of the V8s in this division. What are your thoughts on the stop and go, and maybe a better way to make this V8 division better in the future?
I mean, as of right now, it is what it is. It's hard to do the drop 3 car thing because there's so much of a gap between some positions on track. I think for the most part in stop and go, it's what it's been based around since day one. So, I mean, guys just got to stick with it, and as long as we don't tear stuff up, I think we'll be okay.
Now, obviously here tonight, a bit of cooler conditions compared to last week, bit of a wind. What's going to be the strategy for you here tonight? Obviously not trying to break out.
Yeah, I think that's our main goal. Car's working pretty good. We're about a second faster than what we should be right now, but that's kind of pushing it. I think we'll just hang around, ride it out, and see what happens.
Well, best of luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Back upstairs to Kyle and Kate.
Thank you, Jeremy. We are in the middle of group qualifying here for the Bone Stocks. Kate, kind of take us through the field here.
Right now at the top of the board, Joe Kicks has the fastest time, followed by Cassie Howard. Cassie Howard just took the top spot. We'll have to wait and see if Joe Kicks can answer.
All right, yeah, so as we take a look, Cassie Howard now through 2 laps gets to the top of the leaderboard here with the fastest lap of 23.871 seconds. And looking good out there so far.
Yeah, Joe Kicks seems to be getting faster each lap. He keeps appearing on our race monitor with a best time. He's definitely chasing that top spot. But we're wondering if they've got Joe Kicks' race monitor on somebody else, because as we take a look, Joe Kicks is currently sitting in the infield. So we will definitely have to see if they've just flipped the receivers on somebody here, because somebody's showing up as Joe Kicks in the 2nd spot, but it's not him. So we'll have to check with the tower, and we will get back to you on that, but it is Cassie Howard in 1st. We can confirm Jesse Howard is currently running in the 3rd spot.
That's right, as we see on the screen here, the 69C of Cody Newby, as we are getting the checkered flag for this group of qualifying. That will conclude the first group as we see the shot of the next group ready to leave the pit lane. Group qualifying here for the Bone Stock division at Delaware Speedway. Welcome to the half mile. Thank you for tuning in.
And I have an update.
There's
so
Kate.
the 12 is actually Gary Triska's car tonight. Gary Triska is going to run for Joe Kicks. They are having some issues. So Gary Triska is going to run the 12 number, which was actually in the 52 car. So technically the 12 is sitting in the 2nd spot, but it's Gary Triska running that number for Joe Kicks for tonight.
Thank you, Kate, for your due diligence of finding out that information. Always great to to tell you guys watching at home the proper information on the track as we get ready for the second group of bone stock qualifying, as these cars get revved up, ready to turn loose here for qualifying. It's going to be, would you say this is kind of a faster group as we get later into the group qualifying?
It should be, because they're going to take most of the time some practice times and throw them out that way, or they're going to go from last week's race. So we should see faster as we go on. So this would kind of be our mid-pack here.
As we get the green flag in the air, laps are on. I believe it'll be a 5-lap group qualifying here. The 3:33 of Ryan Hooper leading the pack so far around the track, as they're going to come around and finish their first lap of qualifying here out of 3 into 4. Out of 4 down the front stretch.
Also in this qualifying pack, you've got Tori Robertson, you've got Hannah Lamont. I believe I saw Chad Peru is out there as well, Race Meyer. And I'm not sure what number is on the side of that red car, but I'm gonna go with, I think they're running for the 10 tonight. So we've got some cars running for other cars, and making sure that they're able to collect their points for the night.
That's right. As we're in group qualifying, we're going to send it down to Jeremy in the pits.
Thank you so much, Kyle and Kate. I'm here with Mike Ronak Jr. Now, Mike, last week you ran V8s and in the Ontario Sportsman Series last week. This week you're running again in your V8 division and in the late models. Why are you doing double duty every week?
Well, last week we were here with the OSS cars, and we just went out for 1 lap with the V8 just to get our points. But this week we have a late model that it's actually Donald Reinhardt, so thank you to him. He's letting us play with it this year. So we decided might as well try and have some fun. We got it turned into decent laps, so we're going to see how we compete with the late models. As to the V8 stuff, this car is good. It's way too fast for the V8s, but if you kind of slow it back a little bit, it makes it a little better, but we're just out here to have some fun.
Now, obviously, talk about that breakout rule. Obviously, with this car, like you just mentioned, it being a bit faster to handle that 21.1 seconds. Talk to me, how do you manage that in this type of car?
The way we're kind of playing it is kind of just gauging off the other cars. This car obviously is way faster. These guys get down to like 18.5s. So for us to back it up that much, I think it helps that we can actually go a little bit faster so that we can get by a guy and then we can back it up and kind of just use them to gauge our speed. So that's kind of how we go about it. But other than that, yeah, you're kind of just guessing and going based off feel, right?
And then obviously tonight, cooler conditions out on the track. What's going to be the key for you, not only in the V8s, but obviously in late model tonight as well?
With the late model stuff, I'm not very familiar with it. I haven't had much seat time with the late model, so we're kind of just learning as we go. Usually with these cold conditions, the track will tend to tighten up a bit throughout the night. Kind of just adjusting based off that. Practice felt good. We're going to see how we do with the V8 stuff. V8s kind of just go out, hopefully the car feels good and go like that. Like I said, with the late models, we don't have too much experience with it, but we're just going to go and kind of do our thing and see where we end up. If we can run mid-pack, we'll be happy. If we can finish lead lap kind of thing, we're going to be happy and just see where it goes from there.
Well, best of luck tonight.
Thanks, appreciate it, guys.
Back upstairs.
Thank you, Jeremy, as we see the 333 getting pushed off the track. But through that second group, we have a new pole sitter so far.
Yeah, the 93 of Brady Udman, and then Cassie Howard remains in the second spot. Hannah Lamont gets kind of caught up there with the 333, but she's able to be in the top 3 so far. If you did or didn't see it, the 333 got really loose coming out of 4, and he was leading that qualifying session, and everybody had to try to go here, there, and everywhere around. It looked like Lamont possibly stalled the car trying to slip into gear in order to avoid the incident. Looked like she stalled out but was able to return to the qualifying session. 333, not so lucky, being pushed back to the pit.
All right, we get ready for the third group of qualifying cars for the bone stock division. We see the 8 there gonna lead the charge out of pit lane. What do you think this group's gonna look like?
This group should be fast. Charlie Verhovven is there. Justin Culver. I see the 19, which is currently your points leader, of Michael Verburn. We've got the 33 of Paul Fothergill. Nathan Reyes going out. The 03 of Matt Langford. The 1 of Len Starrett. 17 Colin Wilms. This should be a very fast. And we should see lots of moves on the leaderboard here. So we should see something shake up. But we'll just have to wait and see for sure what comes of this. This should be your fastest group, though.
And as we get these cars out on the track, these windy conditions, does it play a factor so much for these vehicles, or is it pretty status quo?
I don't think the wind's going to be a huge issue inside the car tonight. I think it's more of an issue for us up here on the tower, making sure we're not losing some pages or anything else that could fly away at this point. It's more windy for us. But inside the car would be nice and warm. That's where I would rather be right now. That's
right, as we get ready for the, I believe, third and final group of qualifying here, as we see a nice little GoPro on the hood, on the roof of the 8 machine there. Green flag is in the air. 5 laps for this group qualifying session. We'll see exactly what happens on the leaderboard. As you said, Kate, this is going to be one of, if not the fastest group on the track so far.
Yeah, the 8 team makes some YouTube videos. I've seen a few of those posted. So I guess that's where they're getting most of their footage from. I think sometimes they tap into us too. So Charlie Verhoeven out there quickly takes that top spot. Justin Culver goes to the second spot. Mitchell Rawlings, Len Starrett, Colin Wilms. This whole group is taking over that top 10 so far.
Yeah, that's right. Race Monitor is just going nuts with the changes as they pass the start-finish line. It's still Charlie Verhoeven in the lead. Justin Culver in the 00 has second spot here. Mitch Rawlings now takes over second spot. Matt Langford takes the top spot with a 23.114 lap there. So yeah, this is a very fast group as we get a look at Paul Fothergill in the 33 and Justin Culver in the 00, and then the 03 of Matt Langford right there as well, as they are turning out some pretty fast laps in this bone stock division.
Yeah, they're definitely moving. There's the 03 of Matt Langford on your screen. I got to watch that car somewhat be loaded in its trailer on my way from picking up our son at daycare today. So hi to Sully. He keeps yelling, "I saw that car, Grandpa," apparently at the screen. So Matt Langford putting down some pretty good times. He's in the second spot. Charlie Verhoeven there on your screen in the first spot. Colin Wilms takes that second spot from Matt Langford.
Colin Wilms, yeah, turning a lap of 23.1 flat. So he, as you mentioned, Kate, takes over second position so far through the group qualifying. Charlie Verhoeven still in the first spot, running 22.930 his last time by, and that will come through here. We see the final car, the 27, come through the start-finish line, and that will end group qualifying for this bone stock division. Up next is going to be some V8 stocks qualifying heat races, I do believe.
Yeah, so the top 10 looks pretty stout for the bone stocks, but so does the rest of the top 15. So I think it's going to shake out to be a great race. They'll head to tech, make sure everything's good, and we'll go from there.
That's right. So through group qualifying, first, before I get your answer to that, we'll go down to Jer in the pits.
Thank you so much, Kyle and Kate. I'm joined by one of the newer members to the Pro Late Model division here, Carson Nagi. Now, Carson, last year you were obviously running in the Super Stock division, did pretty well for yourself. Now transitioning into late models, what's that been like for you so far this year?
It's a huge learning curve. I know we had a really good start last week. I can't thank Jesse Kennedy for letting me drive such a fast race car. Just everything happens quicker, wider tires, bigger motor, going to 2 seconds quicker than I did in the super stock. So like I said, just huge learning curve, and I'm absorbing everything I can.
And obviously, with it being your rookie year in the late models, being in the super stocks, you have a little bit of knowledge of track conditions in this style of weather. With the wind and it being cooler out tonight, what's going to be the key for you heading into the heat races and for the feature race tonight?
Yeah, we struggled a bit in practice, so we're kind of chasing back to where we started today. It starts to tighten up a little bit, I find, as it starts to cool down. So we'll be chasing that, trying to stay on top of that, hopefully, and we'll see how it handles from in the heat and go from there.
Well, best of luck tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Back upstairs to Kate and Cal for more.
Thank you, Jeremy, as we get ready for the V8 stocks here. Again, it's something we talk about every week they're on the track. It's that breakout rule. And Kate, take us through it.
Yeah, so in this division, in order to make it so that vehicles that just don't have a class that they quite fit into anymore, we have the 21.1 second breakout rule. You can't go faster. You go 20.999. You have to create a stop and go penalty on the backstretch. And like we were talking about before, how they do want to possibly change that up a little bit, but you got Jordan Morris's view on that it's been something in this division, so it's just something that everybody who's new needs to jump on with. But this division has grown so much, the car count is so high, that maybe taking in some consideration of different opinions is possible. But that's up to the track, that's above our pay grade. The stop and go rule creates so much entertainment for us up here, constantly watching live timing and scoring. Kyle call the race, and I will watch those numbers.
Yeah, that's right. You mentioned in previous weeks that this division's been on the track. It's been nose and nose coming to the start-finish line to finish a race, and did somebody break out, and who has getting to that line within that breakout time? So we'll see exactly what happens here, as it looks like the field is going to double up and get ready for heat race number 1 in the V8 stock division. Pace car still out on the track, lights on. It looks like this is going to be the final lap under caution this time by, and then we'll get green flag racing here at Delaware Speedway in the V8 stock division. And this one is going to be the larger of the two.
This should be about, the heat races should have about the same numbers. Everybody's just lining up on the front stretch right now in pit lane there. So Jesse Hertzel will take us to green next time by. We've got Barry Watson also in this heat race. David Rockwood's right there behind the 97 of Hertzel. We're trying to figure out our live timing and scoring here, and we're just going to roll with it.
And here we go. They come to the front stretch. They see the green flag. They're off and racing here at Delaware Speedway. 10 laps the scheduled distance in the V8 stock. This is going to be the lap where you can go pedal to the metal as you're coming out of caution speed. As we get there, the number 97 of Jesse Hertzel in the lead, but the 30 of Zachary Van de Gucci gets around in the truck. He's going to come by and have the lead here 1 lap into this heat race. How's it, everything looking so far?
So far, so good. Normally our first lap is pretty clean and easy. Oh, the 58 of McMillan had some issues last week, backed it into the wall in practice. Looks a little bit loose coming out of 2 there, but it looks like Rockwood might lead this lap here.
That is the 23 of Jeff Ferguson.
Oh, maybe it...
That is the 23 of Jeff Ferguson in the lead there. As we see now, it looks like the 3 of Jerry Brune. The front number is taped on that. But Jeff Ferguson coming around. He'll lead another lap. But he broke out. A sub-21 lap for Jeff Ferguson. He'll have to serve the stop-and-go penalty. That's going to let the rest of the field catch up and probably gain some spots here once he gets word from race control.
It's like I predicted the future, because Rockwood or Brune's going to lead this run. So
there it is, as we out of 1 into 2. Will we see Jeff Ferguson? There he is, the stop-and-go penalty on the backstretch, and that'll see A lot of the field passed him by, and he dropped significantly. It looks like the 3 of Jerry Bruin is going to come through and lead this lap with the 90 of David Rockwood and the 45 of Barry Watson in third. Doug Stewart flirting with that time of a 21.205. A lot of fast cars out here on the track. Halfway through this heat race, 5 to go. It'll be 4 to go this time by Bruin, trying to hold off the 90 of Rockwood. He does, and everybody's still looking good timing-wise, Kate.
Yeah, everybody still looks good. Tom Hughes did break out, so he probably will get that call the next lap around. Jeff Ferguson broke out again as well. I think Rockwood's playing it safe. Last week, him and Cody Colburn went toe-to-toe here, lap after lap. Rockwood broke out on the second last lap. Colburn broke out on the last lap. So I think everybody's trying to play it a little conservative this week.
Yeah, that's exactly what you got to do, but it is the 90 of Rockwood in the lead as they're out of 3 and into 4 down the front stretch. Another time. But it is still the 3 of Jerry Bruin that is in the lead as we have 2 laps remaining in this heat race. What a tight race. 1 through 4, really, 5 and even 6 really packed together there.
Double zero of Jay Cox is doing his stop and go on the back.
That is the white flag brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience here in heat race number 1 of the V8 stock division. It is the 90 of Rockwood in the lead. Bruin on the inside trying to make that charge out of 3 and into 4 to the line. Here we go. It's going to be a neck and neck race. Who comes to the line? It looks like Bruin by just a hair, but if times are good, it looks like Bruin might have the victory here in the heat race.
Bruin gets the victory. The 23 of Jeff Ferguson did break out again, so he'll be scored there at the back, pending anybody else breaking out here at the very end.
That is confirmed. It is the 3 of Jerry Bruin that has taken heat race number 1. We're going to send it to Jeremy down in the pits.
Thank you so much, Kyle. I'm joined by the 8 machine here in the bone stock division and Charlie Verhovven. Charlie, take me through that qualifying session there for you, obviously trying to get yourself near the top heading into the feature race, 40 laps tonight.
Yeah, the car felt really good. We made a couple last-second changes there in practice, and yeah, it seemed to work out really good. And yeah, we'll see how the die roll works out. Hopefully, it works out in our favor. But yeah, car felt really good.
Now, obviously, a 40-lap race here tonight. Talk to me about the strategy for you. Obviously, you're one of the fastest guys here out on the track, especially last season with a lot of good wins. What's going to be the strategy here tonight for 40 laps?
Oh yeah, we were able to win it here last year, and I would like to do it again, but save the car for sure. You know, tires are going to fall off big time, but I mean, it all depends where we start. Hopefully I can get up front, like top 5, top 3, and then kind of just save the car for the end because, you know, there's going to be a couple cautions.
Well, best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Back upstairs to Kate and Kyle.
Thank you, Jeremy. We'll be back with more Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet after this.
Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Vector offers recovery and performance programs to improve your quality of life. Their active therapy approach helps with pain, mobility, and strength. Located in London, Ontario, they focus on personalized care to support your wellness journey. At The Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing built.
back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. Delaware Speedway's 2026 merch is live online and ready to go, and it ships fast. Hit up the shop at delawarespeedway.com/shop or click the merchandise link right on the homepage. Stay fresh this season and show some love for your favorite local track. We get ready for heat race number 2 in the V8 stock division. It's going to be quite the field here, Kate. It's going to be probably another tight race in this one.
Most of the V8 stock races end up being tight till the breakout starts happening, so we'll have to wait and see.
Green flag in the air. It's the 15 leading. That's Mike Ronak Jr. leads the field, as this lap is going to more or less likely be the car's good on time, but Ronak pulls away quite quickly. But the middle of the field is quite bunched up there, about 5 cars all jam-packed together. We're 1 lap in. Jordan Morris, Mike Ronak Jr., breaks out on the first lap at 20.879. My goodness, he was a rocket to start this race, Kate.
Yeah, he took off like no tomorrow away from that pack, and he'll get that stop and go probably this time by.
So that'll open the door for Randy Martin in the 52, and in the 7 it's Thomas Jeremy. So there's the stop and go penalty from Mike Ronak Jr. As mentioned, Randy Martin now takes over the lead as he's battling with the 7 Thomas Jeremy. Coming to the line, 7 to go. They're flirting, the top 2.
Well, the top 2, and then go down to 4th, and there's another one right there. This heat race is fast, and they're all real close, so I'll have to see if they want to push it more or if they're going to break out here.
Randy Martin leads this time by. He does break out. Cody Coburn breaks out. Tyler Forty breaks out. Jordan Morris breaks out. My goodness, just breakouts galore here in this heat race, Kate.
So it'll be Thomas Jeremy and Will Corey. Nick Ramsey will be your top 3 after everybody does their stop and goes here.
Thomas Jeremy breaks out on that lap, so he's going to have to serve a stop and go. The leader position here in this heat race is going to change quite a bit.
I think it's going to go all the way down to Will Corey.
We're halfway through, 4 to go that time by in this heat race. It looks like Thomas Jeremy, his last lap, broke out once again. So he's just a fast car. He's going to serve that stop and go penalty right there. Kind of difficult in this race to figure out who the leader is because there's been so many breakouts. 3 to go here in this heat race.
Oh, there goes the 40, gonna do his stop and go. So, yeah, Will Corey, the 6 car, is now your leader.
There's Will Corey right there. He's gonna come past the start-finish line. 2 to go that time by. He now leads. He's down the back.
Thomas Jeremy breaks out again, so the 7 will have to do stop and go here.
Coming out of 4 is Corey. Across the line, white flag brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience. Will Corey looking to take this heat race as he's been well within the breakout times, and he's kind of been, I don't want to say gifted, but he's been handed this spot because so many cars broke out.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game. You just got to run consistent. I'll put it to you this way. Will Corey in the 6 machine just took the checkered flag, and the 15, who's in second, is now taking the checkered flag. So those breakout times really make a difference here in this class. So Will Corey ends up with the checkered flag.
Crazy.
And it was all about being patient.
Right, and that's the name of the game in this division. We are going to send it down to Jeremy in the pits.
Thank you so much, Kate and Kyle. I'm here with normally who we call the B-Main Bandit, but there's no B-Main tonight. Yeah, no, it's Justin Culver here. And Justin, how did your group qualifying session for you go? And what's going to be the key for you in the 40-lap feature tonight?
I am super excited for this 40-lap feature race. The car has been worked on by a ton of different people over this last week or so. I'm so thankful for all the help getting it all straightened out after the first week wreck. I got so many people to thank. I got to thank my sponsors, Sad Nuggy, Melrose Garage, Culver Towing, the track sponsor, series sponsor, Lift Tow Toyota, GNL Automotive. I wouldn't be able to do this without everyone else's help.
Now, obviously, with it being 40 laps tonight, a bit of cooler conditions, what's going to be the strategy for you, obviously, with it being 40 laps?
Plans to try and take it nice and slow, keep all the corners on it, and be there for the end. See what happens. It's the fastest the car's ever been, so, but just so happens there's 7 other faster people. Who knows? Give it a try.
Well, hopefully you find the checker flag tonight. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Best of luck, and back upstairs.
Thank you, Jeremy. We'll be back with more Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet after this.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
At The Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing, built on experience.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. We're getting ready for late model heat race action as we get a look at the 50 of Chad Cochran on the inside. He'll be the pole sitter for this heat race. Beside him is the 03 of Ray Morno. In row number 2, it'll be the 14 of Paul Major. Beside him is the 10 of Jesse Kennedy. In the 3rd row, it's the 93 of Carson Nagi. Beside him is the 19 of Connor Pritico, and rounding out the field is the 27 of Jacob Stutcliffe. As the lights are off, the Delaware pace car here as they come down the back stretch. 10 laps, this featured distance here in this heat race. They'll get the green flag this time by, and they'll be off and running in the late model division. Out of 3 and now out of 4 down the front, looking to the flag stand. They see the green and they're off with the 50 of Chad Cochran leading the way, but Morno on the outside looking pretty good as he's trying to, out of 2, take the lead down the back.
Yeah, Jesse Kennedy for sure is going to try and follow Ray Morno. Connor Pritico is looking the same way, but trying to kind of keep both lanes there stacked up. Carson Nagi in tow as well. Carson Nagi super fast last week, looking good again this week.
As we see the race for second, it's the 50 of Chad Corcoran, and the 10 of Jesse Kennedy. Jesse goes to the inside, trying to make the pass. It'll be Ray Morno at the line in the lead. And still Corcoran in second, Jesse Kennedy in 3rd. Ray Morno is pulling away from the pack. It's Jesse Kennedy down the back into 3, has the nose in front of Corcoran. Corcoran on the outside trying to make the push. He cannot. Pritico going to try and take that line as well with Jesse Kennedy and make that pass. Kennedy takes over second. There's Pritico and Corcoran. Nagi in there right behind Pritico. He's looking to make a charge on the inside as they're down the back into 3, coming out of 3. Pritico looking to take that position there. He will. as Corcoran slid up the track just a bit. He closes the door on Nagi there. 6 to go in heat race for the late models.
Ray Morno liking what he sees. He keeps just that distance. He knows with 5 to go, they're halfway through. It's going to be harder to track him down with that little amount of time left. So that's what the 03 likes. Jesse Kennedy's still pulling. And Connor Pritico, Carson Nagi, they're right there. Just got kind of checked up there, held back a little bit, but that gave Ray Morno exactly what he needed.
That's right, as we see this race here now. Nagi gets past Corcoran. That is for 4th spot on the track. The 14 of Paul Major trying to go on the inside of Corcoran. He can't as he goes single file now. 3 to go. Ray Morno has a sizable lead here on Jesse Kennedy. There's the race for 2nd and 3rd. It's Jesse Kennedy and Connor Pritico. 2 to go this time by Pritico and Kennedy single file. We'll see if Pritico tries to make a charge on, looks like the outside, but Jesse goes up high and shuts the door there as they come into turn 3.
Pritico goes to the outside again.
It is the white flag brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience. Pritico and Kennedy battling it out for 2nd position. Ray Morno into 4, coming out of 4 down the stretch. He will take the checkered flag. The race for 2nd, it'll be Kennedy, then Pritico, then Nagi. The 50 of Corcoran, Jacob Sutcliffe, and then Paul Major rounding out the field there. What a race from Ray Morno, coming out with a car that looked absolutely on fire.
Yeah, something sounded a little bit off there with Paul Major, though, at the end. I'm sure that the crew's going to go to work on that car, but Ray Morno back into victory lane for a heat race, and that's what that team needed.
That's right. There we see Ray Morno getting the checkered flag for the heat race. We're going to send it down to Jeremy.
Thank you so much, Kate and Kyle. I'm joined here by Nick Ramsey in the V8 division. Nick, talk to me about that heat race there for you. A couple breakouts there for other drivers. Take me through that heat race there for you.
The heat race was pretty good. Nick's actually over there with a broken foot, so Wally Wilson driving his car.
Wally.
Yeah, but car was good. It's definitely a different ball game doing this V8 stuff, just compared to the modified. Like, it's different, but it's fun. Car was good.
And then obviously heading into the feature race tonight, Wally, you got yourself a bit of a situation. Obviously in the drivers' meeting, they talked about the breakout rule. What's your thoughts on that breakout, or maybe them switching to maybe a drop 3?
I think it's definitely going to be different. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
And then obviously here for the feature race tonight, what's going to be the key for you, obviously filling in for Nick?
I think just not breaking out. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Wally.
Thank you.
Back upstairs.
Thank you, Jeremy. We'll be back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet after this.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at Rogers TV.
Welcome back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. Watching from home? Make plans to experience it live. Delaware Speedway Racing every Friday night, May through September, and there's nothing like short track action under the lights. Check the schedule, grab your tickets, and get all the details. DelawareSpeedway.com. Bring the family, feel the energy, and be part of the excitement right here at your local track. We get ready for the second heat race in the late model division. We have the 69 of Lloyd Rawlings sitting in pole position. Beside him, I believe, is the 37 of Steve Arand. In the second row, the 32 of Matt Robley. And on the outside of Robley is the 21 of Logan White. And then in the bright yellow, it's Brady Smith as they get green flag racing. 22 of Marshall Schrank and the 15 of Mike Ronak Jr. Pulling a little bit of double duty as he was also in the V8 stocks as well. And what a start for the 37 of Steve Arand as he pulls away. And Lloyd Rawlings on the inside, not having a good start as he's now dropped back down to fourth as Marshall Schrank is trying to make a charge as well.
The 39 machine just not handling like it did last week. I don't know if they went and did some changes. It's just looks like it's almost like tight going in and snapping loose coming off. I don't know. Something doesn't look right on that 39 machine.
As we go by, it's 8 to go. It's Steve Arand in the lead with the 22 of Schrank and the 21 of Logan White battling it out for second position. Schrank with that boost into corner turn 3, out of 3 and into 4. He's going to go to the inside. Steve Arand will still lead the heat race here, but Marshall Schrank making a push on the inside.
Schrank has just ran such great races over the last few weeks. Aaron is hanging in there on the outside. Logan White comes to the inside to follow through Schrank. That inside groove seems to be where you want to be for the late models right now. The only one that I've really seen overly make it work, but is the only one that really had to go there, was Connor Pritico.
That's right, as we now have a battle here. It's the 39 of Brady Smith and the 32 of Matt Robley. They're side by side at the line. Robley will pick up, that's Brady Smith picking up a spot over Robley. As we have halfway through this heat race, 5 to go down the backstretch. Brady Smith sitting in 5th position with Robley quick on his heels. 4 to go this time by.
And sometimes you'll hear the drivers talk about a short run car or a long run car. As you can see, the 39 started off the car just didn't look right. It wasn't sitting on the track well. It wasn't running through the corner like it was last week. But as this race has continued, as the laps tick away, that car seems to be coming to the Smith crew. So that's what they want in a race car that's got to go a longer distance. But I wonder if they're going to do a little bit of work to make it better off the start.
We will have to wait and see as we see Smith in behind the 69 of Lloyd Rawlings. 2 to go this time by. It is still Marshall Schrank in the lead, starting to pull away from Logan White down the back. What a sizable gap that is in the lead as he's into turn 3, out of 3 into 4. Comes by the line. White flag in the air, brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience. Marshall Schrank in the lead. Logan White trying to give a chase here down the back. Into turn 3, into turn 4. They're going to come down the front stretch one final time in this heat race. And it'll be Marshall Schrank taking the checkered flag, followed by Logan White. Then the 37 of Steve Arand, 69 of Lloyd Rawlings, Brady Smith in the 39 up to 5th, Matt Robley 6th, and rounding out the field in this heat race is the 15H of Mike Ronak Jr.
Great run by Marshall Schrank. We also see him at Delaware in the modifieds as well, and he's always one of the contenders. Marshall Schrank just knows how to wheel the race car around this track.
That's right. As we have some time, we're going to send it down to Jeremy.
Thanks so much. Kate and Kyle. I'm here joined by Ryan Dyson. Now, Ryan, first off, I got to say congratulations. During the offseason, you became a father yet again. Take me through that for your offseason.
Yeah, pretty good at timing when the babies come, I guess. Just not during race season. No, that's just luck, I guess. But yeah, another awesome, beautiful baby boy. So we got 2 under the age of 3, and we're all set now. It's our family's complete. So very, very happy, and 2 beautiful kids, happy wife, and happy life.
Now, obviously tonight, filling in for Paul Major in the 14 machine. Take me through that heat race there for you. Obviously, being right in behind, take me through the learning curve of this new machine for you.
Yeah, I just I don't have the experience in these things to know exactly how to pass with them yet, set up a pass, but we were challenging for 5th there at the end of the heat race, and with 2 laps to go, the throttle hung wide open on me going right into turn 1, and thankfully, you know, good race cars have a pullback on it, so I was able to pull it back, which I'll tell you one thing, I might need some new underwear, but other than that, these guys are looking at it. The Velocity Race Cars guys are working hard on it, and then our JRD Motorsports guys, and I'm sure they'll have it fixed for the feature, and we can start at the back and hopefully work our way forward.
Now, obviously, next week for the first time here on Rogers, we'll see yourself back here again in your Superstock 28 machine. What's it been like so far on the Superstocks and the APC series as well?
Yeah, we did a lot of work to it over the winter to try and avoid any issues. I've been very, very clear over the past few years. We've had nothing but engine issues, and we took an engine down to Leach Performance this winter, and he went through it and rebuilt one for us, and I'm very confident in it finally, for the first time probably ever in my racing career, confident in a motor. So it was great. We did that. We did a bunch of updates with Velocity Race Cars and stuff to an already good race car, and we came out and we were testing, and we were able to actually get testing laps in this year, which we haven't been able to the last couple of years. So we came out and we finished 3rd in a stout field of 25 or 26, I think, Dayco United Racing Series cars, the first one a few weeks ago, and I'm pretty happy with that, and I think we made some good changes this week in the shop to get ready for next Friday night to go 2 steps better.
Well, good luck tonight in the late model race, and we'll see you again next week here for the Superstock.
Thanks, I appreciate it, guys.
Back upstairs to Kate and Kyle for more.
Thank you, Jeremy. We'll be back with more Delaware Speedway racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet after this.
Ray Collins Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
You're watching Rogers TV. With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, brought to you by Ray Collins Chevrolet. It's just me for a few moments. We're into intermission. So far, the racing has been so good. We've just seen so much talent on this racetrack. The V8 stocks never disappoint. We'll have to see who's able to actually stay within the breakout rule in order to win their feature race. Late models, I don't know who's going to take it. Everybody's fast, so it all depends on track position, and that's all going to be decided from those heat races. So getting stuck in a heat race behind anybody isn't going to be great for your starting position in the feature race. So we'll have to see who gets what position, who gets to start up front, and make it happen. The Bone Stocks 40 lap, it's going to be chaos out there. 33 cars. We're scheduled to take the field. I'm not sure if all 33 will be able to make it. It looks like there's been a couple issues, but we should be able to get to at least 30. We are going to send it down to Jeremy for more in the pits.
Thank you so much, Kate. And I'm here joined by Ray Morno, the driver of the 3 machine in the late models. Ray able to get the checker flag there in that heat race. Take me through the car, obviously running better, obviously after some issues last week.
Yeah, for sure. We got through the heat race. That was the biggest thing. First lap last week broke the trailing arm mount, so we got that all fixed up for the feature last week, and then got a new bracket for this week. So off to a better start than last week, which is good, and the car is good. Made some changes after practice. Wasn't quite where we needed to be, and for the heat race there, we were pretty good, pretty happy with it. Just got to change a little bit more with this, how much is cooling off, and then we'll see where we line up for the feature and go from there.
Talk to me about the track conditions here tonight. Bit of a breeze blowing down onto the speedway here tonight, and you mentioned the cooler temperature. Track going to cool down as the night progresses. What's going to be the strategy and how you get this car around and get yourself to a checker tonight?
Biggest thing is, like you said, I mean, the temperature's changing like crazy. So the biggest thing is just making the changes and keeping up with the track. We're going through quite a big temperature swing here, so we'll see where we line up for the feature and go from there with a game plan of how we're going to get to the front. But biggest thing is me and my dad are going to go over some changes here and see what we can do.
Well, you can find yourself in victory lane. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Back upstairs.
Thank you, Jeremy. We'll be back with more Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet after this.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Family owned for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at OES.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Delaware Speedway's 2026 merch is live online and ready to go, and it ships fast. Hit up the shop, delawarespeedway.com/shop, or click the merchandise link right on the homepage. Stay fresh this season and show some love for your favorite local track. Welcome back. It's intermission here at the half mile. We have a second. The Dorchester Donnybrook Legion will be holding their annual golf tournament and dinner fundraiser again this summer on Saturday, July 25th of this year. Proceeds from the fundraiser, as with all of the endeavors, go to help support the veterans, seniors, and schools in the Dorchester area through either building maintenance or direct donations to various groups. Please drop off or deliver items to the Dorchester Legion directly or contact Janine Corey for pickup arrangements. As we are through group qualifying in the bone stocks and the heat races in both the V8s and the late models, that's been some great racing. We'll send it down to Jeremy with an interview.
Thank you so much, Kyle. I am joined here by late model driver of the 19 machine, Connor Pritico. Connor, take me through tonight. Obviously, the heat race, didn't able to get yourself a checker, but how's the car running here so far here tonight?
I think we got a really good number 19 Oxford Dodge Glencoe Auto Recyclers machine. You know, the car was stout in practice. The guys at McCall's really, they've been busting their butt the last week ever since that wreck at the APC race. So we're here just to shake it down and, you know, see if we can get a checkered flag done tonight.
Now, obviously, track conditions slowly cooling off as the night goes on. Talk to me about the strategy and what it's going to take to get that 19 machine into victory lane here tonight.
I've had enough experience around here that, you know, the crew and I know what changes that need to be done to, you know, chase the cooler temperatures. And, you know, I think this track is going to come right to my driving style and be a really good night for us.
Well, best of luck tonight, and hopefully you find yourself in victory lane.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Back upstairs to Kate and Kyle for more.
Thank you, Jeremy. As mentioned, group qualifying in the bone stocks. Take us through that, as it was a little bit different for them. They're not usually in a group qualifying setting. They're usually in heat races. Do you think that changes the driver's mindset going into anything to get to the feature race?
I think you want to qualify well, so you want to have a good qualifying run. You don't want to start in the back and have to work through like 30 cars. It does look like the winner of qualifying will be starting in the inside of the 5th row, as I've seen from downstairs. So that should be interesting. He's going to have to work his way through. He's starting in that 5th row with Paul Fothergill. So that's a pretty strong 5th row. And then you've got cars like Matt Langford ahead of you, and you got to go chase him. He's 2 rows ahead. So it's going to be very interesting. Both lines look fast, so I don't think that the inside or the outside is going to particularly have an advantage at the start of this race. So we'll just have to see how that shakes out. I'm kind of excited for this 40 lapper.
Yeah, that's right. And moving on to the V8 stocks, the first heat race, kind of tame in the way of breakouts. We hit the second heat race, and it was, I think, breakout central, as it was the 6 of Will Corey that kind of was handed the first position because of all the breakouts.
But I don't even think it's handed in that division, because that's part of that division. That's part of the racing in that division, is making sure that you don't break out. I think that everybody was just pushing each other, and some fell for it and some didn't. And unfortunately, sorry enough for Will Corey, he didn't fall for the pushing it even further. So he ran what he needed to run in order to win that race, and it put him in victory lane. It should give him a good start in this race. The thing with the V8s is that you need to have a good heat race to start in a position that gives you a better chance to not have to wait for those breakouts, because the harder you push, the faster you're probably going to go and reach one of those breakout times. Trying to fight your way back through the field, starting near the front, is key in the V8 stocks.
That's right. And we'll be back with more Delaware Speedway racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet, after this.
Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Vector offers recovery and performance programs to improve your quality of life. Their active therapy approach helps with pain, mobility, and strength. Located in London, Ontario, they focus on personalized care to support your wellness journey. At the Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing built.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. Watching from home? Make plans to experience it live. Delaware Speedway Racing every Friday night, May through September, and there's nothing like short track racing under the lights. Check the schedule, grab your tickets, and get all the details at DelawareSpeedway.com. Bring the family, feel the energy, and be a part of the excitement right here at your local track. We get ready for the V8 stock feature here. Take us through what you might be expecting out of this feature race.
I'm expecting somebody's going to break out, and it's just going to start a landslide. But who knows? Maybe they'll surprise me tonight, and everybody will get through clean. Doubtful, but I'd like to see if it happens.
That's right. As we come down the backstretch, it's the 15 of Mike Ronak Jr., who's kind of pulling double duty here tonight in the V8 stocks and also in the late model division. And then behind him,
I think this time it is the 90 of David Rockwood, but I'm looking to see if I can find the 23. I found the 23, so that is the 90.
The 90 of Rockwood, and then it's the 3 of Jerry Brune in third position, and then the 52 Machine in fourth. And the 58, the 2 of the Blue Deuce.
Of Doug Stewart.
And then Will Corey, the 6 machine, who won his heat race, is starting kind of in the middle of the field here. The 53 of Kara Martin is kind of in the middle of this field as well.
Right behind Will Corey is the 45 of Barry Watson, the 73 Jordan Morris, and then Kara Martin. It looks like they're still trying to get everybody here in order. The 07, which is normally Nick Ramsey, but is being piloted by Wally Wilson tonight. Wally Wilson runs a modified as well. So we do see him here at Delaware. But we've got drivers hopping in other cars tonight. And hopefully if Jer interviewed them all, we now know which vehicles they are in.
That is correct, as we get some motion out of the flag stand as the cars are, I think, trying to still maneuver themselves into the correct position. A lot of cars on the track here in the V8 division. Like you mentioned, it's something that's been able to grow because of the breakout time rule put in place. It's obviously great to see this many cars on the track in this division.
Yeah, this division's really grown. Some people love this breakout rule, and it just adds a whole new element to it. So it's just something a little bit different that Delaware did in order to make sure that these cars had somewhere to run. And we see a little bit of everything. So it's kind of nice to see out there. They did a scrub down lap. And our live timing and scoring should update as soon as they release those vehicles again. So right now I think they've just locked in all of the receivers, and then they have to flip it so that it actually calculates where they are on the track and crossing the line. So it is a bit of a process, especially when we're about to watch every single vehicle for the breakout.
That's right. On the live timing here, it shows 21 cars on the track as we start to get the field to double up here.
Herniak Jr. will take us to green with Rockwood on the outside. That's your front row. And this should be a good one with the white flag in the air. We get to go green next time by.
It'll be 25 laps the distance here for the V8s on this cool, windy Friday night in Delaware, Ontario. At the half mile, like mentioned, it'll be the 15 of Herniak Jr. on the pole. He'll lead this pack to the start-finish line as they come out of 3 and into turn 4. As they come out of 4, they'll get to the front stretch, look to the flag stand, and green flags are in the air. We're racing here at Delaware Speedway in the V8 stock division. Mike Herniak Jr. with the lead. It's the 90 of Rockwood, and then the 3 of Broom, and the 52 of Randy Martin, the front 4, and then it's gonna bunch up. Doug Stewart gets a little squirrely out of 3 and into 4. He's on the outside. Will Corey's in the middle of that cluster there as he kind of gets a little bit of contact. Herniak Jr. still leading, but Rockwood making the charge into turn 3. Out of 3. It's Broom on the inside of Rockwood. There we go. How are we looking time-wise, Katie?
So far, so good. Doug Stewart's flirting with it, and so is the 58 of McMillan. But so far, so good.
As we see the front 3 all tight together, it's the 3 of Broom on the inside of Rockwood trying to make the pass. Herniak Jr. still in the lead across the line. Going 3 wide, almost into turn 1. My goodness, that is some gutsy racing here at the half mile. But caution on the speedway. Car around in turn 3. That is the 23 machine. As he's able to get turned around and go in the right direction once again.
Yeah, Jeff Ferguson loops her there in turn 3 and 4.
As we see too, don't know if we can get a shot. It's Cody Coburn coming down pit lane, and he will enter the track here as we are under caution. Out the back, there he is. He'll join this field at the end of it. He'll bring up the rear after this caution. They have here Broom as the leader, but right now he's sitting in the 3rd position. So we will wait and see exactly what happens here.
Well, the yellow was thrown right before the start-finish line, so he just may not have seen it right away and gone ahead of the other two. So that's probably what live timing and scoring was showing. But Herniak Jr. still in the lead with Rockwood, then Broom. That's Randy Martin, and then Doug Stewart, your top 5.
As we get ready, the lights are off. The pace car here at Delaware Speedway. The field is doubled up down the back, waiting for the green flags to fly once again. And this is where cars can make up a lot of time here, make some passes, because they're not gonna be close to that breakout rule, potentially.
Well,
potentially.
Herniak Jr. broke out in the first lap, so he's just trying not to do that today, but he's getting such a great start off the jump, so.
Green flag is in the air, 23 laps to go here in the feature as Herniak Jr. gets out, but it is Rockwood still trying to make the charge. The 3 of Broom is there as well. The 58 of Aiden McMillan is also in the conversation as Doug Stewart rounds out the top 5, but the 52 of Randy Martin on the inside trying to make a pass there. Rockwood and Herniak Jr. were side by side, but Herniak Jr. able to pull away. Broom on the inside of Rockwood trying to make the pass out of 3 and into turn 4. To the line here, it'll be 21 to go next time by. Trying to go 3 wide again. These top 3 vehicles are trying to go 3 wide into turn 1.
Yeah, they definitely decide to back that out. The 91 of Cody Colburn breaks out, so he'll have to serve that stop and go right there.
Those top 3 cars are still very tightly contested here as Broom on the inside of Rockwood. He's going to try and make the pass in turn 3. Rockwood door to door, side by side. Herniak Jr. still in the lead as they come to the line. 19 to go this time by. How are we looking?
So far, so good that lap by. Jeff Ferguson with a breakout as we get further down in the field.
That front grouping, the top 5, as we see the stop and go penalty served by the 23 machine, Jeff Ferguson. Herniak Jr. again. And Broom tries to go on the inside. The door shut by Herniak Jr. there. Rockwood on the outside there. Broom on the inside, trying to make that pass. He can into turn 3.
00 of Jay Cox serving his stopping. Maybe not. He's supposed to have a stop and go.
Broom is really wanting that inside line across the start.
Watson breaks out with a 21.085.
Some sparks on the track here. The back end of the 2 machine of Doug Stewart. His front end is in some sort of not good shape as caution on the speedway. Is that a sway bar type deal sticking out of the front of that machine, Kate?
That or a roll cage, but like part of the framing, but it's hard to tell from this angle.
Great work by our camera operators. We got a replay. Let's take us through it, Kate.
Yeah, so here's the 2 of Doug Stewart. Watch him here. Yeah, he's coming down. I'm just waiting to see who or what he makes contact with. No, it looks like the sway bar possibly just let go.
I'm not sure. I thought I saw not a lot, but just the minimal contact as they're going into turn 1 across the start-finish line into the back. getting word, picking up something off the track underneath his car. And yeah, that's not the way the race car is supposed to look. We're going to get another look at it, Kate.
Oh, here it is. Look in front of the 90 of Rockwood, and then it flies up into the 2.
Great work by our camera operators to pick that up.
There it goes, and it just smokes the front of the 2 machine. And now they're trying to rip it out. Yeah, so that looks like it's a front bumper off of possibly a different car that decided it wanted to be a part of Doug Stewart's car.
Well, these cars going at pretty fast speeds, it gets under the tires of one vehicle in front of you, it's going to shoot back with some momentum and clearly see the damage it can do to these machines, as the Doug Stewart crew is going to see if they can get that fixed up and back onto the track for him.
Yeah, so you see it just laying right there on the track in front of the 90 machine.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, I guess, is if that's the word you want to use for Doug Stewart, as we see.
Well, you just watch it fly up and hit. That's why at first I thought something just broke in the front end, but it just flies in there. It looks like something straight out of a Cars movie when it does that.
Right.
Almost just like the crumpling. But they've got him fixed. He's headed back to pit lane to head back out onto the racetrack.
Yeah, his
crew definitely never disappoints. They have had some tough breaks the last few weeks. They always go to work. They always try to get that car back out there. Doug Stewart's got himself some loyal crew members down there.
And a lot of the drivers say it. They can't do what they do if it's not for their crew. So Doug Stewart able to join the field once again here, as we have 17 laps remaining in the V8 stock feature here at Delaware Speedway. Looks like we're going to get the white flag this time by, so field will double up and we'll get back to green flag racing here. Also, Will Corey went to the pits during that caution as well. He's coming down the pit lane. He'll try and rejoin this field as well.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that the body took the brunt of that, because if that would have flown up 2 to 4 feet higher, we could have been having a whole different conversation. So as cool as the replay does look, definitely could have ended differently. I'm glad it ended the way it did, and he's back out there.
The green flag is back in the air. 17 laps remaining here in the V8 stock feature. And it's Herniak Jr. in the lead, and he's pulling away quite comfortably here with Broom and Rockwood as the field tightens back up out of 3 and into 4 down the front stretch. Another caution on the speedway. Not exactly sure. Oh, truck.
The 30 machine is into the wall. Definitely not the caution that 73 of Jordan Morris wanted to see, because he crept his way up from 7th all the way to 4th before that yellow. But not doing so before a full lap was completed, so he's probably going to have to shift back here in the field.
As we get a look, the 30 truck able to get himself turned the right way on the track. He will now bring up the rear of the field, as he was the incident car in that caution, causing the caution on the racetrack. 18 laps officially here on the scoreboard at Delaware Speedway. V8 stock feature still to come, late models, and the bone stock 40-lap feature as well here tonight. So far, so good for a lot of these cars being able to stay well within that 21.1 second mark. Herniak Jr., great starts, able to restart very well and keep himself in that lead, and then something you just have to keep that consistent throttle and know when to take off just to come across the line so you're not breaking out.
Yeah, when to lift is key for that vehicle. it's moving fast. The other thing is that it's easier not to break out when we keep having cautions, because you got some time to settle in. But I think people are going to start getting rambunctious if we go a longer green, and we may see a few more breakouts happen. Before we went to caution, not that time, oh yeah, I think it was right before the Doug Stewart time. I think Barry Watson had broken out, but because the lap wasn't completed, he stays in his spot. So he lucked out, but we're gonna double up again. And we're gonna try this again.
Cars doubling up here, meaning the white flag will come out. Last lap under caution. The lights are off here at the track. Lights are off the pace car. The field is doubling up. It'll be Herniak Jr. leading the pack with Jerry Broom in second, Rockwood and Stewart in the second row, and then it's Aiden McMillan rounding out the top five.
No, it'll be
Martin.
Rockwood, McMillan, Martin, and Morris will start in the 6th position.
As they're down the back, the pace car will dip off the track here as they're out of turn 3. Cars revving up, ready to come out of 4 down the front stretch, looking to the flag stand. Green flag is in the air. We're back racing. 18 laps remaining in the V8 stock feature here at Delaware Speedway. It is Herniak Jr. out to that solid restart as he pulls away, but Broom down the back has some good straightaway speed. Herniak looks like a little bit able to corner a little bit better than Broom so far.
Yeah, but it's all going to be about who wants to push it. And Broom looks like he really wants to get to the front and might be willing to take that risk. Gives Herniak a little shot there coming off the corner.
As they're out of turn 3 into 4 down the front. 16 to go this time by. Broom into the back of Herniak Jr. Crumples the back bumper of just a little bit. We see the damage there on the screen. Broom is aggressive here in this race.
But that's also a part of that breakout rule, right? Herniak Jr. may have lifted, and Broom wasn't lifted. So that's all a part of it here as well.
There's Broom on the outside trying to make that push across the line. Herniak says no at this point in time. Still maintains the lead out of 2 down the back.
00 Jay Cox breaks out.
Herniak Jr. out of 3 into 4 down the front stretch. Will we see Broom try to get to a different lane to make a pass? Looks to drop down, but Herniak Jr. shuts the door, but that gives room for the 90 of David Rockwood to make a pass. You're right, those numbers are quite tough to see on both those machines.
Yeah, the 6 of Will Corey breaks out that time by.
Herniak Jr. still in the lead, 13 to go, that time by the stripe. The 3 of Broom gets a little squirrely out of the corner. It's 3 wide. Martin, Broom, and Rockwood making it interesting. Sparks on the speedway. A little bit of bumping there. Here we go, Kate. This is what you're talking about. Aggressive drivers trying to make those passes, making for some interesting racing here on the speedway.
Yeah, everybody's going here, there, and everywhere. They're going to have to contend with a little bit of lap traffic, but we've got a car around. Yellow is on the speedway. That's the 40 of Tyler 40.
There it is. Fitting number for the last name of Tyler.
I believe Tyler was also one of our 97s at the beginning. So maybe that whole debacle got him to take the 40.
Hey.
Either way, it's much easier for me to figure out which one it is. So thank you.
That's right. We got a replay of what's going on, Kate.
Yeah, so left side top of your screen right behind that blue machine, you're just going to see Tyler 40 get up too high, up into the marbles, and just goes around. So that's just the car sliding up into that, I call it the no man zone, because if you go up there, you're either going to pray a little bit, hold on tight, and hope for the best. And that was best case scenario. There was no wall and no other contact.
That's right, as we see a 40 going to rejoin the field here at the back. Yellow flag still in the air. Caution on the speedway. We will have 12 laps remaining here in the V8 stock feature. As mentioned, the late models are up next in their feature, and then it will be the 40-lap bone stock feature to kind of round out the night here at Delaware. It looks like I don't think we have the double-up signal just yet. Flagman might. White flag is up, so it'll be 1 to go under caution. This time by. Lights are off. Pace car passes the start-finish line. Their lights are off. Field is doubled up. And we will be back to green flag racing here. 12 laps remaining. And see if Herniak Jr. can continue his strong restarts here, as Broom has been aggressive, to say the least, trying to make that pass on Herniak Jr.
Well, there's 12 to go, so everybody's going to try and jostle for spots off this restart. So it's about to get interesting as we go into turn 3. Pace cars coming down pit road.
There we go. We get the shot of the leaders. Herniak Jr. going to lead the field out of 4 down the front stretch. Green flag is in the air. Herniak Jr. able to keep first position across the line. Broom still giving him trouble as Herniak's down the back. Broom has had that great straightaway speed as he tries to get to the back bumper of Herniak Jr. out of 3 into 4 down the front stretch. Across the line, Broom with the fast try there, but shuts the door as Herniak Jr. still in the lead. Down the back one more time. Broom trying to go to the outside. He'll stay single file out of 3 into 4 down the front stretch.
6 of Will Corey had a breakout, as you just saw on your screen.
Broom trying to make the pass. Now he was on the outside trying to dip down to the inside. Herniak Jr. shutting the door down the back once again. 10 laps remaining. Out of 3 into 4. Out of turn 4 down the front. 9 to go here. Broom, straightaway speed. But the cornering of Herniak Jr. is his strength right now, able to keep himself in the position.
Jeff Ferguson with a breakout in the 23. He'll have to do a stop and go next time by. Lots of cars flirting with that breakout.
Broom able down the front stretch to take the lead by a nose, but Herniak Jr. again cornering very well, able to bring that first position back to himself into turn 3.
7 of Thomas Jeremy breaks out that time by there, but there's a yellow on the speedway.
Car around. It is Kara Martin here on the front stretch, as that'll bring out yet another caution flag on the speedway. 8 to go here in the feature. See if Kara can get that machine fired up on her own, or if she'll need a little bit of a push start there. The safety crew out in the side-by-side. They'll make the loop around and try and give Kara Martin that push she needs to try and get that machine fired back up.
Yeah, we'll see if she's able to get refired here or if it's done. 00 Jay Cox parks it at the trailer.
Safety crew looking at the 53 machine.
Yeah, it looks like Kara Martin wanted to chat with him. I'm wondering if it's just a starting issue here, or if it's going to have to go on the hook.
They're taking the pins out of the hood, so it might bring out the tow truck here. Well, we're under caution. We'll go to break. More Delaware Speedway Racing presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet on Rogers TV after this.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
At The Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing, built on experience.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. Delaware Speedway's 2026 merch is live online and ready to go, and it ships fast. Hit up the shop at delawarespeedway.com/shop or click the merchandise link right on the homepage. Stay fresh this season and show some love for your favorite local track. We're back here, still under caution, as we saw the 53 machine of Kara Martin on the business end of the tow truck. Not exactly sure what transpired out of that, but it looks like her night will be done as we have 10 laps remaining here in the V8 stock feature race. Cars are doubled up. 1 lap to go here. Lights are off. We will get back to green flag racing here as we are getting through the features here at Delaware Speedway on yet another Friday night here at the half mile. A little bit chilly, a little bit windy, but hey, thank you for everybody here sticking it out. And hey, if you're watching at home, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. And take this time too to thank all of the volunteers on the crew that put this production together, and the producers in the truck as well. We can't do it without everybody. It's a team effort here as we get the cars out of 3 into 4. They'll look to the flag stand and see the green flag. We're racing again here at Delaware Speedway. Perniak Jr. pulls away, but Jerry Broom is trying to make that pass. Been very aggressive, but Herniak Jr. has shut the door at every spot. The 58 of Aiden McMillan is also trying to make a charge on the outside as well. Broom on the outside trying to get past Herniak. Herniak Jr. saying no thank you. Out of 2 down.
Just stayed under with a 21.104 that time by. So we got to be careful.
As he is trying to make the push of Aiden McMillan there in the 58 on the outside. As he now gets to the door of Rockwood. It's tightening up here in the front. The 73 of Jordan Morris is also trying to make a charge up to the front. Out of 3, into 4, out of 4, down the front stretch. Broom gets a little high. As he goes to the outside, he gets a nose in front of Herniak Jr., but Herniak Jr. again getting corner entry and exit very well, able to keep that first spot, as it's a tight one here. About, I guess now the front 7 or 8 are pretty tight.
The 40 broke out last time by, so we'll have to serve a stop and go. You can see the 73 of Morris giving Rockwood a little bit of a push. We have seen it at the line and going into the corner. Rockwood being very conservative here as well. 9 slow on the front stretch, 40s into the pits.
As we'll wait and see if the 9 can get to a spot where they can get themselves off the track without bringing out a yellow flag. As we get a look at it, slowly but surely inching its way towards the pits. And no, it'll bring out the caution. Cannot get to a spot to get off the track, bringing out yet another caution here. Again, another car on the front stretch just coming to a complete stop. as we'll wait and see if they can get fired back up or if it's another machine that has to go on the tow truck, get off the track. Safety crew out, gonna assess the situation here. 5 to go left in this V8 stock feature. Been a pretty great race so far.
I think it's going to intensify the end of this race. So we're going to have to wait and see. I think this is going to be a pretty interesting finish. Ronak Jr.'s just had such great starts. Broom's hanging in there. Rockwood's being very conservative, watching to make sure he's not breaking out. Morris right there as well, and Barry Watson. So that's a top 5 of a lot of contention. Wally Wilson said he had to make sure he didn't break out. So far, he's sitting in 9th and hasn't done so. So he's obtaining his goal.
That's right. It's like he said, he's filling in. He's not usually a driver in this division, so that's a good goal. Hey, let's try and race this car, not break out, and see where we can end up.
Well, it's an adjustment too, right? You're used to being a race car. Let's hammer this pedal down. Let's go as fast, turn as fast of lap times as possible. But in this division, it's a little different. You can go fast as long as it's not faster than 21.1 seconds.
That's right. As we get the double up here, it'll be Ronak Jr. gonna lead the pack once again. Broom is sneaking up a little bit, but I'm sure he will adhere to Ronak Jr. being the lead car here, the one leading the pack on this restart. 5 to go in the V8 stock feature. Lights are off, so the pace car will dip off the track as they exit turn 3.
So green flag set to go. We're going to have 5 laps left at the line to decide this one.
Pace car is off the track. Cars out of 3 and into 4. They're going to get to the front stretch. Look to the flag stand. They see the green flag. We're off. Ronak Jr. again. What a great restart there. But Broom still on the rear bumper, trying to get the nose to the outside and get a spot. But 2nd through 5th is all jumbled up as they get back together here. 2 wide from the front 2 rows. Ronak Jr. at the line. Broom at the line as well. Broom did lead that lap by just a hair as he is now in position 1, but Ronak Jr. again, great corner exit down the back. He regains that first position. Rockwood on the inside of Broom trying to follow Ronak Jr. into that 2nd position. Across the line, we got 3 to go this time by. Everyone looking okay. Jordan Morris trying to make a push on the outside as well. And the 45 of Watson on the inside trying to make that push. My goodness, this pack has gotten very tight here from what it was earlier on in this race.
I definitely agree. Morris breaks out. Thomas Jeremy breaks out.
Broom goes high, and that lets Rockwood gain a position. Barry Watson trying to get that as well. This time by, it's the white flag brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience. Rockwood now going to give
Ronak Jr. breaks out. Rockwood breaks out. Barry Watson, your new leader.
Oh my goodness, the top 2 break out, and it'll be barring any other breakouts across the start-finish line this time by. It could be Barry Watson with the feature race winner. Broom, contact side by side. My goodness, at the line. Broom into the wall on the inside. Checkered flag, caution flag as well. Broom and Watson racing very hard.
That's a hard lick into the inside wall.
We got a replay here. Kate, take us through it.
Broom tries to go to the inside of Watson. And it looks like Broom just slid up a little bit more than Watson was looking to give room for. Watson holds his line, and Broom is sawing on that wheel. Watch the right front tire as well.
Yeah,
that was a hard lick into that inside wall.
We got another look at it here.
Watch the wheel that goes towards Watson's car. So it looks like when it makes contact, it looks like something in the front end lets go. And he's just sawing, trying to keep anything. But I don't think that's so much sawing as it is holding on for dear life, because something's broken that front end.
Yeah, and where he hit on the wall, too, there's that minimal gap for people to get in and out of pit lane. And he bounced off of it, and to me, fortunate that he didn't get stuck in that gap, because that could have jammed the car a little bit more.
Well, they definitely make sure that that gap's never big enough to have a car get stuck. That is a part of track safety, but that was a hard lick into the wall. Here's a different angle here. Watson was right sideways, and it just lets go.
We will send it down to Jordan Mosley as he's there with Barry Watson.
Barry, a heck of a race there. Didn't lead them all, but led the one that mattered. Wrecking to the finish. Take me through your evening.
Yeah, that's a pretty tight class now, man. You're just kind of riding around. You think you're going fast enough, and you're kind of hoping for them to have some bad luck. Not wreck or nothing, but I mean, at least break out or slow down or something like that. But I don't know what happened at the end there. I just knew that the two in front of me had broke out, and I was should be the leader. And all of a sudden, I'm sideways coming off of 4, rethinking life choices on that one. But I'd like to thank everybody that got me here. I got to thank RCM Plumbing out of Glencoe. I got to thank Derek Mowers and Blowers. I got to thank my crew, my family, my wife for putting up with this. The schedule starts off pretty heavy this year for the V8 stocks. So getting her done now, and we'll figure it out later for the rest of them.
Barry Watson, our third new winner here in the Wilds Printing V8 stocks.
That's right, Barry Watson getting the win, and we still have the 3 of Jerry Broom on the track. Kate, have you seen anything in progress of maybe the driver being able to get out of the cockpit there?
I don't think they're going to put it on the tow truck if anything is severely wrong with the driver. It looked like they did have contact with the driver right away, and they're rolling that vehicle off the track now. So that seems like it is good news so far. Nothing of concern that we see. But he's got his hand in the air right now. So he is still in the car, but he's moving for anybody that is watching the 3 machines. So we are happy to see that everything's okay. It was definitely eventful, wrecking to the finish.
That's right. We'll be back with more Delaware Speedway racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet after this.
Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Barry Watson taking the feature race win here in the V8 stock division. One heck of a race. It was tightly contested later in the race. Early on, it wasn't. It was kind of spread out, but as the restarts kept coming, it got tighter and tighter, and the leaders broke out, and Barry Watson, the recipient of a race win.
When there was 5 to go, I knew that everybody was going to start pushing everybody, and that's part of that game, is how far can we push it. I'm excited to see these late models start rolling onto the track here soon. It's going to be a great feature race for them, and you never know who's going to come out on top in that division. Teams have definitely gone to work. Like Ray said, that the track just keeps getting cooler. It keeps getting cooler here, so they would have had to do some adjustments, and we'll have to see whose car was able to go the right way and be able to make it through, because starting position in this field is definitely something that you want.
That's right. As we get ready for this feature in the late model division, it looks like the 50 will be the pole sitter to start, and then the 69, I believe that's Lloyd Rawlings in position 2. In the second row, we got the 03 of Ray Morno and the 37. And yeah, this is going to be one heck of a race, because Jesse Kennedy is going to be in the third row, and
and your feature race winner from last week is outside, it looks like. But there are still cars sliding into slots here, so that might change actually.
The 21 of Logan White is
gonna come jump in there, so Jesse Kennedy will be on the outside, and then you go to your race winner from last week, Brady Smith, will be on the inside of row 4 with Carson Nagi to his outside. Carson gave him a battle last week. Carson tried to work that outside line, so we'll have to see how that plays out at the beginning of this race. Marshall Schrank just behind them with Connor Pritico.
Then it's the 27 of Jacob Stutcliffe, the 32 of Matt Robley, the 14 being driven by Ryan Dyson, and then the 15H, who just finished the V8 stock feature, Mike Ronak Jr. bringing up the rear of this field as we get these late models warming up their tires, making sure everything's where it needs to be for this race to get started. As it looks like it'll be one to go this time by, as they will double up. Get ready, 35 laps the distance here at the half mile, and what should be an exciting, quick, fast-paced race at Delaware Speedway.
I think just before we get the one to go here, we should thank Jeremy for making sure that he got all those drivers changes for us. Because now they're all right in timing and scoring. We've got them written down, and we can get through the rest of these races.
Yeah, great work again by everybody on the crew to get this broadcast up and running and on the air for everybody tuning in on Rogers TV and on YouTube as well. Cars are doubled up, lights are off here at the track and the pace car. It'll be green flag racing once these cars get to the front stretch and look to the flag stand. We see the flag man, the double greens in his hand, ready to switch the lights. Pace car off the track, cars to the front stretch, green flags in the air. We're racing 35 laps in the late model division. It is the 50 of Chad Corcoran. That is the pole sitter right now, but Lloyd Rawlings trying to give him some trouble there. The 37 of Steve Arand is on the inside. He's trying to make some passes here as we get tightly contested. Right now, Chad Corcoran is kind of pulling away at the front. We get a look at the kind of the second on back. It's very clustered. And here, let's get a speed shot. One of the most exciting things in racing, that speed shot there, getting to hear the roar of the cars as we see Nagy on the inside of the 37 trying to make a pass. He's now picked up a spot. Now he's chasing Jesse Kennedy. It is Chad Corcoran still leading here. Now it's a race between White
Brady Smith and Ray Morno just made contact in the middle of the field. Ray was able to hold on to it.
Four laps down, 31 to go here in the late model feature. Down the back, Jesse Kennedy pushing, trying to get to the back of Chad Corcoran. looking to the inside out of 3 and 4 down the front. Some tight racing there, the door being shut by Corcoran momentarily, but Jesse Kennedy on the inside, making the pass. Nagy gonna try and follow suit as Kennedy is now in the lead. Nagy trying to grab second position as Chad Corcoran falls to third, this time by the line. Jesse Kennedy has looked fast all season so far in the late model division. He is in the lead. Carson Nagi in second. It is Chad Corcoran in third. Logan White in fourth. Rounding out the top 5 is the 39 of Brady Smith, as he's trying to make a push and secure maybe another feature win as he did last week.
Yeah, Brady's been trying to charge through this field. He was on the inside of an almost 3 wide, decided to keep that car one piece back out, let him go. But Connor Pritico looks to the inside of Brady Smith, further on back in the field, and team cars there at the front, Jesse Kennedy and Carson Nagy.
That is quite the battle for first. Jesse Kennedy in the 10, Carson Nagi in the 93, battling it out. Single file as they're down the back, 26 laps to go. The 14 is on pit road, getting looked at by his crew. Something under the hood, obviously.
Yeah, I said it in the end of the heat race, that something just didn't sound or look right. So I think that's why they're going back to work. It's better to save a motor than to blow it.
That's right, especially because it's Ryan Dyson driving somebody else's car. If you can keep it in one piece for the guy you're racing for, that's probably the best thing to do.
Keep every race car in one piece is probably the best thing to do. Brady Smith under attack again by Ray Morno and Connor Pritico. But as you can see,
contact Pritico into Smith around in the backstretch. Smith goes around, bringing a caution out there as he is turned around near the exit of the track on the backstretch. The back bumper in some pretty bad shape there on the 39 of Smith. He's able to turn himself around.
he's hoping that's just cosmetic and that they can get right back out there.
As he will take his car to his pit box to try and, as you mentioned, see exactly the extent of the damage. If it's just cosmetic, a little bit of tape. As we're under caution, we'll go to break. We'll have more Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet after this.
Ray Collins Chevrolet. Ray saves you money and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
You're watching Rogers TV. With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. We are under caution as there was some contact on the backstretch involving Brady Smith and Connor Pritico. The crew still feverishly working on the Smith, and it's going to be one to go.
Connor Pritico is also on pit lane, getting some work done as well.
The white flag was in the hand, but it's still under yellow. Jesse Kennedy is sitting in position 1 with Carson Nagi second. Chad Corcoran third, Logan White fourth, and rounding out the top 5 was Brady Smith. But he's getting worked on right now as we see a lot of tape being used by his crew to try and secure that back bumper back enough to get him back out on the track here back in the race. He is rolling, and so is Connor Pritico, so both of them will looks like they'll be both able to return to the track, start at the back of the field, and try and make a push with 24 laps remaining.
Yeah, interested to see Jesse Kennedy and Carson Nagi go to battle here in the front. Nagy was just so good last week. He fell right in behind Brady Smith. Just wasn't able to find a safe way around him. So we'll see what he gives his teammate and Jesse Kennedy here on the restart.
As the lights are off, we're going to be green flag racing here. The pace car going to dip off the track. It's Jesse Kennedy on the inside, the 93 of Carson Nagi on the inside. Teammates as they come down the front stretch. Green flag is in the air. We're racing again. Jesse Kennedy makes a push, but on the outside is Nagi. He is just a nose ahead. He's trying down the back to get ahead of Jesse. Into turn 3, Carson Nagi able to enter the corner very well. Comes out of 4 down the front, and he will take the lead that time by the stripe. New leader with 23 to go. Carson Nagi down the back.
I said it when we cut our first promo before the late models were here, that Carson Nagi was going to be the one to watch. Yes, he comes into this class as a rookie in this class, but he's no rookie driver. He's a great driver. He handles any race car he's put in, and I think he's going to be a contender for this series this season. The 93 of Carson Nagi. I'm going to say it now. 2 races in. I might be calling it way early, but Carson Nagi is definitely flying.
Yeah, he's got the lead with 21 to go down the back into turn 3. Out of 3 into 4. Coming to the front stretch across the stripe. 20 to go. That time by Carson Nagi, looking very fast here in the late model division. We get a look at White and Schrank in a battle for third. Ray Morno joins that fray. Makes that group a group of 3 instead of a group of 2. Into turn 1, out of 1, out of 2, down the back. Schrank and White battling it out as we see the nose of Morneau get into the picture. Across the line. 18 to go, and White is around. And Kenny, no, it will bring out the caution. See if we get another look at that one, but White gets turned around on the track. Yet another caution here in the late model division.
And I don't think Carson Nagi wanted to see that. He's got to restart with Jesse Kennedy again.
But like you said, Nagi has been quite fast so far. He's looked good. Hopefully the inside is good to him. He was able to make that pass the last restart on the outside. So we'll see exactly what transpires here. We have a look at what happened, Kate.
Yeah, so White's on the outside, Schrank on the inside. White starts to come down the track to run his line, but it was almost like he slowed up, and Schrank was just keeping momentum, makes contact with the inside corner there. Yeah, it looks like White was slowing up, and there was no way that Schrank or Morno was doing so. And around goes the 21 of Logan White.
As we see the crew surveying the car, trying to find exactly what might be the problem. Looking at the rear right tire of the vehicle. Get another look at it.
Well, because we can, let's watch again.
Schrank just into the back.
It was like Schrank and Morneau are just like rolling through. Yeah, it just looks like that's where White likes to, he may like to slow up going in and then roll off harder going out, right? So he just might get on the gas at a different spot and let off at a different spot. And unfortunately, the vehicles behind him were definitely not doing so. So that's what brings out this caution.
And as mentioned, it's going to be teammates Carson Nagi and Jesse Kennedy leading this field.
Hey, we saw the last restart. There was a little bit of contact here and there. They might be teammates, but I think at this point it's every man for themselves.
Here we go. We're going to get 1 to go at the line as cars will start doubling up. Carson Nagi going to lead the pack with teammate Jesse Kennedy right beside him. And then Ray Morno and the 50 of Chad Corcoran will be on the second row.
Nagy decides to take the outside.
There.
It worked for him last time, so we'll have to see if it works again. Jesse's such a seasoned vet here that I don't know if he's gonna let him go at the same spot, but Carson Nagi is the control car, so it's on his go.
Pace car is off the track. Pack out of 4 down the front, looking to the flag stand. The green flag is racing here back at Delaware Speedway, and what a start that was on the outside for Carson Nagi as he looks to pull away down the back. Ray Morno on the inside. He's looking to gain 3rd spot, but he's in a battle with Corcoran. Morno able to get to 3rd spot. Now he's going to try and get to the inside and or outside of Jesse Kennedy to make the pass for 2nd. Morno looking very fast. He was able to win his heat race as we come out of 3 into 4. Down the front. Single file are the front 3. It's the battle for 2nd. Pretty even gap between Nagi, Kennedy, and Morno at this point. Speed camera coming up. The roar of the cars right there. The front 3, but we get a look at Kennedy and Morno. That's the battle for 2nd as Nagi is in 1st. Coming across the line, 14 to go. Single file are the front 3.
With 14 to go, the running orders: Nagi, Kennedy, Morno, Corcoran, Robley, Pritico, Aaron, Smith, Schrank.
Corcoran falling back. He got up high, and it just looks like something is wrong with his car. It's losing speed very quickly.
Yeah, something's wrong. He's trying to get to the inside. It looks like he's got enough power, though, to get off the track and avoid another caution here. Something definitely amiss on the 50.
Nagi still in the lead. Caution on the speedway. We have Brady Smith, I believe that is, out of 3, just in to turn 4, up into the wall it looks like, as we see the 50 also coming off the track. There it is, the 39 of Brady Smith, heavily taped up from an earlier incident, now into the wall, potentially out of 3 and into turn 4. He's at a dead stop, so the safety crew going to give him a little bit of a chat to see if he can get it rolling. Brady Smith looks like he's motioning to the safety crew to talk to him a little bit here. Safety crew giving a bit of a look around.
Yeah, we're wondering here on the front left, but we can't see the other side to know if his wheels are, if he thinks his wheels are straight, because that front left is definitely pointing out, or if he's looking to roll down the track.
That's right. We'll be back. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Back with more after this.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Family owned for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. We are under caution here in the late model feature with 13 to go. Brady Smith got a little bit squirrely out of 3 and into turn 4. He's having his team look at the vehicle to see exactly what might be going on. We get a look at that as it looks like they got to change a tire. They're looking at the pressure to see exactly what's going on.
Shaking his head no. So it's not the right side. They're checking tires to see if that was the miss.
See a lot of head shaking to see exactly what's going on, but they're not too sure.
Yeah, they're looking under. Probably gonna take a look under the hood and see what they can figure out here. But the white flag's in the air. They're still on pit road. They are headed down pit road, so they are going to join the tail end of this field and see what's going on, hopefully straight.
As cars are doubled up, the lights are off the pace car. It'll be Carson Nagi again choosing the outside line on this restart. He's the lead car as they come out of 4 to the front stretch, looking to the flag stand. Green flag is in the air. We're back racing. Late model division here at Delaware Speedway. 13 to go. Carson Nagi, great restart. As it's Connor Pritico on the outside of Jesse Kennedy and Ray Morno right behind Kennedy, looking to pick up some positions. Nagy very fast on the outside on that restart, looking very good. And a little bit of contact between Morno and Kennedy as they're racing, and Pritico trying to get his nose in there as well. That's the battle for second. It's a 3-person battle, but the rest of the field is trying to make it even closer. 11 to go this time by. Jesse Kennedy able to fend off the attackers so far down the back once more. There's Pritico and Morno. Morno sitting in third, Pritico on the outside trying to gain that position. Now they drop the single file across the line, 10 to go. There's, again, Morno and Pritico. There's the gap. Nagy, a healthy lead between him and Jesse Kennedy and the rest of the field. 9 to go this time by. Caution again on the speedway. A big wreck here on the front stretch. I can see about 5 cars involved.
You see Robley rolling out of that. Marshall Schrank. Logan White's in there.
The one that looks like they got spun around there as well is...
I think it's the 27.
Of Jacob Sutcliffe, if we can see that red flag on the speedway. We're now at a dead stop as the safety crew is out to check on that driver.
Yeah, Jacob Sutcliffe into the wall in the Shaw Motorsports entry.
Talking to the driver there at the window net.
Yeah, wall not forgiving. Safety crew's also looking to make sure that there's no fluid that's going to start running down the track.
It looks like Sutcliffe is moving in the cockpit, which is nice. The tow truck is coming out. They're pulling the pins out of the hood. So it looks like Sutcliffe will have to go on the business end of the tow truck.
Always rather be safe than sorry. Bring out all the safety crew and make sure that they're able to get this car up and moved. But he's moving in the car. We can see his hand there.
Just trying to figure out the best spot as they're able. The hood's stuck a bit, so they're having troubles trying to get the hood off for a spot for the tow truck to hook up, but they might have something in the back. They're able to get the hood off.
They might have to double tow truck this one.
That's what it looks like. One to the front, one to the back. As Sutcliffe will have to go on the business end of two hooks to get him off the track, which you can replace a race car, so it's nice to see Sutcliffe in the cockpit able to move and show that he's okay. And we are under red flag conditions as the safety crew is doing, again, great work to make sure that everybody remains safe during every race here at Delaware Speedway. And as we got some time, the bone stocks are lining up on the pit lane, as that'll be a 40-lap feature still to come for that division.
Yeah, and I was just looking, but I think we got 4th down to 10th. I think in that wreck was the ding on that one, right in the center of the field. And I think they're going to start rolling to line some cars up here on the back stretch while they move this race car. I don't know why I'm always so intrigued and amused by how much it must take to move the race car with 2 different hooks.
Right.
I shouldn't be, but I always am.
Because, yeah, the tow truck drivers definitely have to be in tandem to make sure that one's not going faster than the other. And one's got to drive backwards to make sure they keep that car stable enough.
There was definitely contact between the rear bumper of the 32 and the front bumper of the 22.
So the tow truck's carefully getting the Sutcliffe machine off the track. The 50 of Corcoran was getting a little push down the front as well. And we get a look at the right side of that Sutcliffe machine, and that is not cosmetic at all. That's going to be some
is a
hefty work.
crumpled up race car.
That is going to be some hefty work to get that thing back in shape to get back on the track.
Or just straight on that side.
Fair enough.
From the way it looks like they are lining up these cars, I'm wondering if they are deeming the 32 and the 22 the original incident cars.
We will.
Because there was a lot involved, but the original incident cars would go to the tail. And it looks like right now, I think that's going to be the 32 and the 22. So I'm wondering if they made contact and they were able to keep more straight and somebody got a little loose, or what happened. But without replaying the whole situation, and unfortunately we don't have a look at it, but there is some fluid on the racetrack, so they're just putting some quick dry on the front stretch.
Yeah, just a little trail of quick dry to get that absorbed.
And we talk about it all the time, and we would love more volunteers. More volunteers mean maybe more camera views. So, if you are interested, reach out to Rogers TV and join what we love to do every Friday night and bring everybody the broadcast.
That's right. We'll be back. More Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet after this.
Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Vector offers recovery and performance programs to improve your quality of life. Their active therapy approach helps with pain, mobility, and strength. Located in London, Ontario, they focus on personalized care to support your wellness journey. At the Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. We are back to yellow flag conditions here on the Speedway after a 5-car wreck on the front stretch, and it was Sutcliffe kind of getting the worst end of all of that. And we'll have 10 laps remaining as we get a look at the Sutcliffe machine getting dropped off at his trailer. Still under yellow. It'll be Carson Nagi in the lead, followed by his teammate Jesse Kennedy.
And we saw him climbing out of the car, so that is great news.
It looks like we're going to get the white flag next time by, as flagman is waving it in the air ever so slightly just to let the drivers know that this will be the final lap under caution before we get back to green flag racing. And as the cars double up, it's Carson Nagi again on the outside. He's taken that line every time, and it's worked so far for him.
Don't fix what's not broken.
Great advice. Great advice. As cars double up, it's Nagi on the outside as the lead car, and then it's going to be Jesse Kennedy, and then behind them is Connor Pritico and Ray Morno, and then it is the 69 of Lloyd Rawlings and the 37 of Steve Arend as we get to the front stretch. Green flag back in the air, 10 laps to go. Late model feature. And again, a great restart by Carson Nagi in the 93 on the outside. Connor Pritico on the outside as well, trying to fight his way past Jesse Kennedy for second. Jesse Kennedy still holding on to that position. Ray Morno on the inside, looking to go 3 wide, but the door is shut by Jesse Kennedy there as they come out of 2. Down the back, Ray Morno and Connor Pritico in a battle for third. We're coming up to a speed camera. Let's hear the roar of these late models. Back to the battle of Morno and Pritico. Morno in third, Pritico trying hard to gain that position. They'll go single file. Morno goes high. Pritico tries to go low, but they resort back to single file. Carson Nagi still leading. Ray Morno trying to catch the back of Jesse Kennedy for second. Pritico still trying to chase Morno for third. It is a tight battle for that second, third, and fourth position. Nagy able to have a sizable lead here up front as he comes out of 2 down the back. There's the battle for Kennedy and Morno. Kennedy able to distance himself on the straightaway, but in and out of the corners, it's Morno gaining some speed and gaining some position. It's 5 to go here in this late model feature. Carson Nagi on rails. Great restarts throughout this race. There's the gap we see as he's out of 4 down the front. 4 to go this time by. The race for second between Kennedy, Morno, and Pritico. But Nagy pulling himself even further away from teammate Jesse Kennedy.
Well, Nagy also just laid down his fastest lap of this race, so he's just wanting to get to this finish and make sure he gets there in the P1 position.
Down the back go the cars, into 3, out of 3, and into 4 down the front. It'll be 2 to go, this time by the stripe. Carson Nagi showing that he does belong in this late model division as he is driving absolutely spectacularly, and the hood of Connor Pritico bends up. How does that go for the vision out of the front?
Well, he's still turning decent lap time, so I mean, he's definitely backed it down the last few laps.
The white flag was out. That's McCall Racing, built on experience. To the line, Carson Nagi, double checkers, followed by Kennedy, Morno, Pritico. The 37 of Steve Moran finishes at the top 5. Matt Robley, Marshall Schrank, Logan White, Lloyd Rawlings, and finishing out the top 10 is the 15H of Mike Ronak Jr. Brady Smith following up in 11th. And what a race that was. A lot of restarts, but Carson Nagi shows he is strong in this division.
And there was definitely some contact there at the line with Schrank and White.
For the first ever trip to feature victory lane in any late model race, Carson Nagi.
Carson Nagi
had a great race. He ended up second last week, just behind Brady Smith. But I definitely knew he was going to be a contender. So pretty awesome to see the rookie in this division parking it in victory lane. Jesse Kennedy did do a drive-by of a thumbs up. So that's awesome to see. Kennedy will have to go over to the tech garage, so probably wanted to do a quick little drive-by, as he's not going to be able to make it over to victory lane.
That's right, as Carson Nagi getting the equipment off, and there goes the helmet into the passenger side. Window net down, he gets the Hans device off. He's out of the car and gets to celebrate a victory here, a feature race victory for Carson Nagi in the 93 machine. What a race he had today.
Carson, we've done this before, but never in front of him.
And we're back down to Jordan Maudsley for an interview.
I thank Jesse and Michelle Kennedy enough for giving me this opportunity, man. Such a fast race car McCall Racing Enterprises gave me. 2 weeks in a row, it's unreal to finish up front.
Yeah, battling for the lead last week, now winning it this week. How good does that feel to start off your season?
It's awesome, man. You know, having a ton of laps and late models and competing here every week and battling out with Jesse there, that was the longest 20 laps I've had.
Makes it happen down here, you want to think.
Wampum Fuels, Discounted Auto Parts Depot and Supply, Kennedy's Corner Store, Islip Flow Controls, Pure Energy Performance, Queenston Chevrolet, Overkill Enterprise, Tyler Liscombe. Thank you for everyone who come out tonight. Hope we put on a good show for you.
Carson Nagi brings home his first ever late model feature win in the Port City race cars.
Carson Nagi able to come away with the victory. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, he had a great run, and it was great to see him put that car in victory lane.
All right, we'll be back. More Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet after this.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at oesp.ca.
At The Hearing Place, we transform lives with personalized hearing care. Our exceptional audiology services and tailored treatment plans empower your journey to better hearing, ensuring compassionate support and solutions designed uniquely for you.
McCall Racing fuels the motorsports community with performance parts for circle track, dirt track, open wheel, drag racing, customs, and hot rods. Whether you're turning laps, wrenching in the pits, or just getting started, McCall Racing, built on experience.
With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. Watching from home, make plans to experience it live. Delaware Speedway is racing every Friday night, May through September, and there's nothing like short track action under the lights. Check the schedule, grab your tickets, and get all the details at DelawareSpeedway.com. Bring the family, feel the energy, and be part of the excitement right here at your local track. We are back. Carson Nagi able to pull his car into victory lane after a second-place finish last week, able to jump up that one position and bring home a victory. Like you said, rookie in the class, able to show that he is belonging.
He might be a rookie in the class, but he's no rookie at Delaware Speedway. He's been a super stock champion. He's such a great driver, so I didn't think that he wasn't going to fit in. I just wanted to see where he was going to run, and he's definitely put a statement. First and second. That might even give him the points lead after this week.
We get ready for the 40-lap bone stock feature race here as they are getting the double-up signal from the flag stand. This field is absolutely packed on the track tonight. And off the top of the show, they did group qualifying instead of heat races for the feature race tonight. So it will, it was a little bit different for them to qualify, but nonetheless, we will see the 36 of Mark Hutchison lead the pack. Then it's the double zero of Justin Culver, the 26 of Nathan Rhea, the number 1 of Len Starrett in 4th, the 69 of Mitchell Rawlings in 5th. 6th is the 03 of Matt Langford. In the 7th position is the 17 of Colin Wilms. 8th is the 19 of Michael Verburn. 9th is the 8 of Charlie Verhoeven. And in rounding out the top 10 is the 33 of Paul Fothergill.
27 of Conrad Julian, then the 93 of Brady Udman, the 14 of Hannah Lamont, the 59 of Cassie Howard, then the 93R of Race Meyer. The 12 is Gary Triska, running the number for Joe Kicks. 99 is Chad Peru. Then the 71 of John Klassen. Tori Robertson is in the 19th position, and then in the 20th position is Rob Woolston.
That's right, the lights are off. The pace car, it'll dip off the track as they exit turn 3. And the bone stocks will come out of 3 and into 4, looking to the flag stand as they come to the front stretch, looking for the green flags. They're in the air. We're racing bone stock division. A great start for the 36 of Mark Hutchinson. But it's Justin Culver making a push on the outside. He'll pull up into second position past the 26 of Nathan Rhea. As we see the 69 of Mitchell Rawlings, rather. As we get a bunch coming across the line. It's 39 to go. We're 1 lap through this feature. Mitchell Rawlings, and that's the 03 of Matt Langford. He's looking to push, gain some positions on the track. The 19 of Michael Verburn is also in there on the outside, able to get a position on Mitchell Rawlings. As we go split screen here, the leader in the bottom right The 36 of Mark Hutchinson being chased by the 00 of Justin Culver.
You see the 8 of Charlie Verhovven. He was the fastest after qualifying, and he's trying to make his way to the front.
Currently in 7th position, mired in a bit of a group. The 555 is off the pace there on the inside, as the rest of the field will maneuver around that lap traffic. There's the leaders, Hutchinson and Culver in a battle. Hutchinson's up high on the track. Culver trying on the inside to make a pass as they are out of turn 1 and into 2 down the back. Can Culver out of turn 2 gain speed on the straightaway? He does on the inside. He gets the nose just ahead of Hutchinson there. And out of 4, he has great corner exit. And at the line, new leader, Justin Culver. 35 laps to go. We're 5 laps into this feature race. And Justin Culver has the lead.
Yeah, Justin Culver had some issues with the wreck last week, but is definitely trying to overcome that. Sorry, that would have been 2 weeks ago now. But he's running stout at the front of this field. A little bit further back in the field, Charlie Verhoeven's been able to move a few more positions. Matt Langford's been hanging in there, using the inside and outside wherever he's got to go. Len Starrett in the 1 machine just in front of him. And Paul Fothergill. All your cars in the top 10 are fast.
That is right. Justin Culver leads yet another lap, 33 to go. As some lap traffic is going to be coming up for the leaders here. See how they maneuver that. They will stay to the outside of some lap traffic. Culver to the line. He'll lead yet another lap. 32 to go. As the 555 is very slow and off the pace here. It's just been kind of driving that inside line of the racetrack so far. There's Nathan Rhea in the 26, the 19 of Michael Verburn, and the 8 of Verhoeven, all battling it out in the middle of the pack, and Paul Fothergill's there as well.
Yeah, Michael Verburn slides into the 3rd spot. He's won a race already this season. He's looking to go chase down that 00 and hopefully get another. Justin Culver's just hoping that he can get some more space here.
As we see Fothergill and Rhea battling it out. Fothergill able to gain that position, and he's now going to try and pick the back of Verhoeven here, but lap traffic, he'll have to divert that. He does so with ease. As we get the 19 of Verburn trying to make the pass on Hutchinson for 2nd on the inside. They're coming out of turn 4 down the front. 30 to go here in what was a 40-lap feature for this bone stock division. 29 to go now as the leaders pass the line once again. Culver maneuvering through lap traffic there. We get a shot of Verhoeven coming up with the 19 of Michael Verburn. They're passing some lap traffic.
Yeah, the 23 of Jesse Howard there on the inside.
Justin Culver still doing a great job trying to hold off the 19 of Verburn and the 8 of Verhoeven. Verhoeven definitely has made his way through the field in the middle and now gets to 3rd position. He showed why he was the fastest in qualifying and shows why he can make that charge so far in this race.
Yeah, right now he's a whole 10th faster than the 2nd fastest car in Michael Verburn. So right now, Charlie Verhoeven's fastest vehicle on the track.
And he is closing in on Culver there as well is Verburn. We see that. That's the race for 2nd. It's Verhoeven and Verburn with Justin Culver sitting in P1 at this moment. It's 26 laps to go as they go down the backstretch. As they get to turn 3, Verburn is getting closer to the back bumper of Culver. Still some lap traffic that they're going to have to maneuver. 25 to go this time by. we get some split screen action as we look at Fothergill trying to make his way to the conversation. We saw
Verhovven look into the inside of Culver. There's lap traffic there, so trying to buy his time. Doesn't always need to be a sprint to make it to the finish.
40 laps, yeah, you don't want to try and give it all there, and there's Verhovven.
Charlie Verhoeven's going to make it 3 wide with a lap car in order to try to get around Verburn.
There's Verburn on the inside, Verhoeven rather on the inside of trying to get to the inside of Culver as Verburn has lost second position coming to the line. It is 23 to go. Lap traffic all over the track for the leaders. They are maneuvering it quite well so far. It is Verhoeven. He has got himself to second position and trying to get himself to that lead as he's trying to get to the inside of Culver, gets to the back bumper, tries to go to the inside at the line. And Culver maneuvering around some lap traffic.
Culver staying nice and tight to that lap car, going through the corner, using it to his advantage so that nobody can duck under and make it 3 wide, pushing him on the outside. Very smart by Justin Culver.
Very smart racing there for sure by the 00 as Verhoeven is trying to make that pass. He'll stay single file at the moment. Out of turn 1 into 2, down the back yet another time. A decent gap between Culver and Verhoeven as they exit 3 and enter turn 4 down the front stretch. It's going to be 20 to go this time by halfway through the race. Justin Culver just holding off Verhoeven ever so slightly so far.
He's putting in a great effort to stay in front of him, and Verhoeven's just filling his mirror.
Culver doing whatever it takes to stay in that first position. Goes a little high. Verhoeven stays right to the back bumper. Tries to go low, down the back.
Yeah, the way that Culver exits out of turn 4, you're gonna see it here. He's up a lane higher than where Verhoeven is, but he's able to get that run coming out of the corner, which is helping him stay ahead, but that could play to his disadvantage. Does a great job coming out of 2, it's just 4's giving him a little bit of trouble.
We'll see if Verhoeven can pick that up and make a pass out of 4 at some point with 17 to go this time by. Caution on the speedway, car around going into turn 2.
It's the 19 of Michael Verburn, and that collects, I think, the 93R of Race Meyer was on the inside wall, but he's up and rolling.
Can't see any other damage. The right sides are up.
Verburn trying to see if he can get himself spun around.
Pointing for a push from the safety car here.
Rolling ever so slowly. Getting the push. And it looks like they'll just push into the pits there.
And right after he got passed by Verhoeven and
we're under caution. We'll go to break. More Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet after this.
started losing a lot of real estate to the leaders. I guess it might have something to do.
Ray Cullen Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. We are in the Bone Stock 40-lap feature as we see the safety crew putting some quick dry down there to get some fluid off the track. We're under caution here as there was an incident out of turn 1 into turn 2. It was, I believe, Michael Verhoeven that got spun around.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he got spun or if it had to do with the fact that he was kind of losing some ground to where he was in the track. Then there was a little bit of smoke and there's some fluid, so I'm going to say it's probably a motor or transmission, one of the two. But I don't know if anybody touched him or if he just went around, because there was some smoke coming out of that car and there's also fluid, so that changes things a little bit.
We are doubling up the pack here. It'll be Justin Culver leading the way with Charlie Verhovven. Culver choosing the outside.
Maybe he's trying to do it like Carson.
Right? Hey, if it works, it works. You got to do what you think is best. And we'll have the white flag this time by, saying it'll be the final lap under caution. And then we're back to green flag racing in the Bone Stocks. We have 18 laps remaining in this feature race. See if Culver can have a great restart here and continue what he was doing previous to the caution.
Yeah, we're over halfway through this race, and he's hoping that he can get a good restart here. So far, has had a great run.
The lights are off the pace car here, so they're down the back. Out of turn 3, the pace car will dip off the track, and the cars will then come out of 3 and into 4, and then look to the flag stand for the green flag to get back racing here at Delaware Speedway. As mentioned, a chillier night here at the track. Pace car off the track. Cars out of 4 looking to the front stretch. They look to the flag stand. The green flag is in the air. We're back racing. Justin Culver, the leader. He's trying for a good restart on the outside. But Verhoeven is right there with them, and Paul Fothergill on the inside. Verhoeven able to have a nose ahead of Culver right now as they enter turn 3 and into turn 4. Out of 4, that's where Culver has had a little bit of issues. And at the line, it'll be a new leader. Verhoeven, by a nose, has the lead. 17 to go. Paul Fothergill on the inside trying to pick up another spot.
I wonder if he was thinking he could get that run out of 4 and that would help him. Verhoeven is just got a fast race car tonight.
Paul Fothergill on the inside of Culver, looking to pick up another position. He will still stay in third as Culver at the line looked like he had that position, but Fothergill right now a nose ahead and almost now gets his full car ahead of Culver down the back. Verhoeven in the lead, pulling away. Fothergill does get second position out of turn 4 down the front stretch. It's 15 to go this time by.
Matt Langford knocking on Culver's door now. He's trying to pull through on that run as well.
Fothergill high off the turn 2 down the back. That lets Culver in to try and gain that second position back. And the 03 of Langford also trying to follow Culver through.
Yeah, Langford's having a good run as well.
Some lap traffic. That 5:55 is still very slow on the inside lane. Culver and Langford now in a battle. That is for third. Nathan Rhea trying to get himself involved in that as well. Same with the 69 of Mitch Rawlings. This Middle of the group is starting to pack up just a little bit here as it is 13 to go this time, that time by the line. It's still Verhovven in the lead.
There's Langford and Culver. You see Culver pull a little bit. Oh, Nathan Reyes looking to the inside of Matt Langford.
Mitch Rawlings in there as well on the outside of Nathan Rea. As there's Paul Fothergill still in second position.
Langford running lap after lap, trying to hunt down that 0-0. But there's a pack behind them too that's coming charging. Yellow on the speedway.
Not exactly sure, unless there's something in turn one. That has brought out the caution. 12 to go in the feature race here.
The 69C was the incident car that time. '69C of Cody joined the back of the field and will get ready to go green. I'm sure they're going to have to sort out a few cars here, though.
As we're under caution, we'll be back with more Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet after this.
Saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy, Buick, GMC. Ray Cullen Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
You're watching Rogers TV. With Rogers TV, you can cheer on the home team from the comfort of your living room. We'll head to the rink, the field, the court, or the pitch, so you don't have to. Tune in and cheer on your local amateur athletes on Rogers TV. You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Cullen Chevrolet. The cars look to the flag stand. Green flag is waving. We're back to green flag action in the Bone Stock feature. 12 laps to go. It is Charlie Verhovven in the lead with Paul Fothergill and Justin Culver in a battle for second. Culver right now just a nose ahead of Fothergill. Fothergill, great corner entry on turn 3, able to pull ahead just by a bit. Out of 3 and into 4 down the front. Fothergill will, on that front stretch, gain second position back. Nathan Rea, I believe, is challenging Justin Culver for third. Matt Langford is also in that in the 03 battling as well. And Mitch Rawlings is there in the 69. Verhovven able to pull himself away. The battle for second between Fothergill and Culver. We'll see if Culver has anything for the legend of Paul Fothergill. He has been around in multiple divisions in this track for quite some time. He knows how to get around this racetrack, doesn't he, Kate?
Yeah, Paul Fothergill is always a contender in any race car that he enters. Justin Culver just went a little high, trying to dive, I think, to get a better run out of that corner. But Justin Culver's hanging in tough in third position.
Charlie Verhovven turning a 22.969 lap, his best lap there of the race. He has pulled away. Fothergill trying to reel him back in, but Culver trying to stay in that hunt as well. It'll be 8 to go this time by, as Verhovven still in the lead.
Yeah, Verhovven the only one able to hit those 22-second times so far out on the track.
We'll see what Culver has for Fothergill here as we get closer and closer to the end of this feature race in the bone stock division. And we'll see if Fothergill has anything for Verhovven at this point. But as mentioned, Verhovven is just absolutely on rails so far tonight.
Yeah, Verhovven really pulling away with this one so far. Verhovven, Fothergill, Culver, Rhea, Langford, Rawlings, Wilms, Sterrett, Hutchinson, Meyer, Triska running for Joe Kicks, and then Lamont round out your top 12.
As we see, this is still the battle for second between Fothergill and Culver. As it is 6 to go, it'll be 5 to go this time by, as Verhovven passes and leads yet another lap. Nathan Rhea trying to get onto the back end of Culver. Culver able to separate just a little bit down the back. Rhea trying to pick up a position as he's currently 4th. He's looking for that 3rd spot. Verhovven again, it's 4 to go that time by. We'll see if anything is in the tank for any of these drivers to pick up positions here as the race gets closer to the end. Rhea falling a little bit further behind Culver, but able to make up a little bit of time and space in the corner. It's 3 to go as Verhovven battles some lap traffic. He goes up high to try and get around that with ease. Fothergill, Culver, and Rhea do the same as they're out of 3 and into 4. It's going to be 2 to go this time by the line. Verhovven still in the lead. Culver trying to give everything he has in the tank to catch up to Fothergill. We'll see what he can do here as we get ready down the back. The gap is widening just a bit between Fothergill and Culver. Verhovven coming to the line, bringing out the white flag, brought to you by McCall Racing, built on experience. 1 to go. Verhovven just needs to keep everything straight and narrow, and it looks like he might come away with a feature victory here. Fothergill in second. Culver quite a bit behind at this point in the race. Won't have much to give Fothergill for that. So at the line, it's double checkers for Verhovven, followed by Fothergill, Culver, Rhea, Rawlings, Langford, Wilms, and the one of Len Sterrett. Then it's Mark Hutchinson, and rounding out the top 10 is the 93R of Race Meyer. Take us through the rest of the field there, Kate.
In 11th position is Gary Triska. Then Hannah Lamont, Conrad Julian, Chad Peru, John Klassen, Cassie Howard, Brady Udman, Jesse Howard, Rob Wilson, and the 20th position is the 69C of Newbie Colby.
That's right, as we see Verhovven take his spot in victory lane, coming away with a victory here in the feature race. Again, he was the car to beat in qualifying. He showed that he was very fast to start the night and started from the middle of the field and was able to get to that pole position and not relinquish it once he was there.
Yeah, well, he had the fastest lap times. He was almost 2/10 faster than the next fastest car, which was Paul Fothergill. So he was definitely able to park it into victory lane. There was lots of movement throughout that feature race, and I think that some contenders finished where they needed to in order to have a good points day.
That's right, as we see Verhovven out of the car, gives a wave of the flag and a bow to the crowd. He will undo the race suit a little bit, get his hat, and he's going to go do his victory interview. We'll send it down to Jordan Mosley.
Away from you, how good does it feel to recover here?
Yeah, definitely some bad luck last week, but that's a part of racing, and me and my team, worked on the car all week, came to practice, made it a little better, and yeah, we got it back, got it done this week.
How do you keep rolling like this for the rest of the season?
Just consistency, really, and I just want to shout one person out, Kyle Busch. He, I'm sure everyone already knows this, but he tragically passed away last night, and I've been a fan of him growing up my whole life. I mean, that's the reason why we're the number 8. I grew up in Delaware watching him when he came for that one race and got his autograph up top, and to be here, to be in the same victory lane as that guy, it's just special.
Who else do you want to thank down here?
I got to thank my pit crew and all the sponsors on the car. I got Dust Stop Air Filters, Beechwood Agri Services, All Season Excavating, APC Auto Parts. We got the division sponsor, Lifto, Begro Agri Services, Rumbouts Excavating, Luby's Cranes, Brody Seeds, Super Sweet Honey, and Reed's Repair.
Charlie Verhovven with an excellent run here tonight brings it home in victory.
Verhovven able to come away with a victory. We'll be back with our final thoughts. Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. It's after this.
Ray Collins Chevrolet. Ray saves you money, and that's the key on Chevy Buick GMC. Ray Collins Chevrolet. You should drive by Ray today.
Family owned for over 60 years, McCall Racing has helped shape Canadian short track racing. Custom built chassis, expert repairs, in-house parts, and unmatched support. Our legacy is built where it matters most, on the track. McCall Racing, built on experience. Bring the family to Pizza Hut's all-you-can-eat buffet. Fresh pizzas, pasta, and salads, something for everyone. Great taste, great time, all in one place. Pizza Hut, where family meals are unforgettable.
Check it out. Now, more Ontarians qualify for the Ontario Electricity Support Program. You could get a monthly on-bill credit of $35 or more. Apply at OESP.
Welcome back, Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet. Getting a scene of Verhovven getting some victory lane pictures. We're going to send it down to Jeremy for his final thoughts on what happened tonight here at Delaware Speedway.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Yeah, a great night here at the half mile. Even though it was a little bit windy and a little bit cool, the action on the track certainly heated up. Obviously, with the V8 stocks, they had a good race as well. The late models as well, a good win there for Carson Nagi. And here in the bone stock 40-lap feature, isn't it fitting that the 8 car of Charlie Verhovven wins the 40-lap feature special race here tonight? That's it for me. I'll send it back up to Kate and Kyle Friel for their final thoughts.
Thank you, Jeremy. As mentioned, bone stocks, V8 stocks, and late models here tonight. Kate, take us through your final thoughts of the night of racing it was.
Yeah, great to see Barry Watson in victory lane with a new car that he's been trying to get the feel for. And then the rookie, Carson Nagi, parks it in victory lane. He by far looked the most stout. The only person I thought may have a shot for him too would be the 19 of Connor Pritico or Jesse Kennedy, but he just had great restarts tonight. And then the 8 of Charlie Verhovven in fitting fashion parks it in victory lane.
All right, on behalf of the entire crew, myself, Kyle Friel, Kate Friel, and Jeremy McGrady, we thank you for tuning in. Tune in next Friday as we have Super Stocks, V8 Stocks, and Bone Stocks. We're here every Friday night, 7:30. It's Delaware Speedway Racing on Rogers TV, presented by Ray Collins Chevrolet.
February 8th was supposed to be my shot at redemption. My opportunity, my big comeback, my chance to claim the title that's eluded me for over 3 years. But more importantly, my shot at getting back a little bit of what you took away from me, Vikram Prasher. You took away wrestling from me. You took away the fellowship, the fans. You took away my knee. And then my body failed in my recovery. I may never have the opportunity to take back what you stole from me, Vikram, but that doesn't mean I'm going to sit here and let you get away with it. It's time. It's time I call somebody for help.
Hey, bro. February 8th, I need a favor. Are you available? I need you to take the title from him. I also need you to take his dignity. You got it? Are you in? Thanks, bro.
I mean, this is just proof that Hammerlock Pure Wrestling is doing everything in their power to take this championship from me. In what world is it fair that Brian White gets to decide who my opponent is this Saturday in London just because of his bum knee? Let alone someone I have such history with like Bhupinder Gujjar. My first time showcasing my skills on the microphone, I was by Bhupinder Gujjar's side. I helped him beat Cody Deaner. I helped him win his first championship. I got speared by Moose just to help him retain that championship. I did everything in my power to make sure Bhupinder Gujjar kept his championship. And when the time came to return the favor, Bhupinder Gujjar costed me a match against Cody Deaner. Bhupinder Gujjar is the reason why Punjabi Power imploded. And we've been at each other's throats since, but I will not let our history intimidate me. I'm not gonna let the fact that I'm stepping in the ring with a TNA superstar intimidate me. I won't be intimidated that Bhupinder Gujjar headlined Maple Leaf Pro's first show back. And I won't be intimidated because as much as Bhupinder Gujjar might be some big shot TNA star, he is still coming after me and my championship. And that's because the Punjabi prodigy Vikram Prasher is undeniably the face of Hammerlock Pure Wrestling. And I won't be intimidated because when I defeat Bhupinder Gujjar, I'm just gonna grow my name even more. And the world is gonna know why they call me the Punjabi prodigy.
Welcome, folks. It's Mark LaBelle alongside Keith Hamilton, and we're being graced with the presence of the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling champion, Vikram Prasher here.
Vikram Prasher bringing all of his gold, and there's a substantial amount of it to the ring.
You know, you get a lot of gold when you need help bringing it to the ring.
It's true. You cannot take that accomplishment away from our champion. Tactics aside, he has come up winning more than losing as of late. And if Vikram has his way, that will never change.
That Tyson Dukes trophy being carried in by Ahmed as well.
Listen, everyone! Punjabi Prodigy in the ring, back to the... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a night of Hammerlock Pure Wrestling in front of a sold-out London, Ontario! That's right, I am the champion, which is why you can all thank me for selling the house out tonight. Yeah, let's go! Thank you, Vikram! Thank you, Vikram! Thank you, Vikram!
Doesn't sound like that chance taking off at all.
Ahmed's trying his best here, but
Some TNA, Maple Leaf Pro Star, Bhupinder Gujjar. Listen. As far as I'm concerned, regardless of the history that me and Bhupinder have, he's coming over here after my championship. I'm not talking about the Vikram Prasher Cup, which will be defended. No. It's hard to tell with all this gold. I'm not talking about Ken Valley Wrestling's Great Lakes Championship. I'm talking about the first championship that I ever won, the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling title. Yeah! And unlike Bhupinder Gujjar, I didn't need his help to win mine. So I'll tell you what, whether he wants to put his title on the line tonight, I don't think he is, because he's the real coward. I'm walking into tonight's match with the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship, and I'm not just walking out with the championship, I'm walking out with my name bigger than ever, because I'm going to stomp Bhupinder Gujjar in the mud and show everybody why my name should be the biggest in this entire country. I'll see you all later tonight.
well, there you heard it. No lack of confidence ever for the Punjabi prodigy, Vikram Prasher. And hard to argue it again with all that gold coming to the ring.
Absolutely. Two Punjabi Titans will clash next week on our program for the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship.
I'm here to make my name bigger. I'll see you all. This is your champion, Hammerlock. This is your champion for now and forever.
Your next contest is scheduled for one ball with a 20-minute time limit.
Like he never left. Ahmed making his way to the ring once again in our opening bout. Fired up from the words of his mentor, Vikram Prasher. Ahmed is ready to take care of business tonight.
A madman, as you can see, maybe attacking staff or I'm not sure. Before he gets to the ring here, he may be fine before he even gets in the ring.
Ahmed checking out every single inch of the large gathering place here in London, Ontario.
Fired up and ready. You know, you hang out with the champ enough, that confidence rubs off on you as well.
Absolutely. Being a second to the top of the mountain in Hammerlock is no small feat. Ahmed might have messed with the technical.
You know, that may be true. He was kind of swinging on his way to the ring. You never know what he bumped. A cord came loose or what it is.
Exactly. Maybe just accidentally kicked a cable out. Who knows?
But there you see the name of his opponent right there. We'll see on his way to the ring momentarily.
Hey, come on, let's go, London! Or
Robbie Hollywood here needs no introduction.
Fans much more on Robbie Hollywood's side as he makes his way into the ring. It's all smiles right now and high fives. Probably until he gets into the ring and sees that nasty opponent, Ahmed, ready to take him on here.
Exactly. One of my favorite quotes ever from Mike Tyson. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. The mood changes immediately once that first blow, especially from a man the size of Ahmed, comes your way.
As always here in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling, as the wins stack up, the higher you get on the card, and well, we know Ahmed hanging out with the champ all the time. He's used to being around that main event scene. Robbie Hollywood wants to find himself there too. Absolutely. Both men gunning for that number one contendership spot. Ahmed, a member of Vikram Prasher's entourage at the moment, but you know, has championship goals of his own, and it'd be interesting to see the dynamic of what would happen if Ahmed does reach that top spot, you know, challenges Vikram. Absolutely. Gold can turn friends against each other, as we've seen so many times in the past year, but Ahmed now started as an argument with the referee, and there's a bit of a discussion going on here. Exactly. Ahmed needs to be careful. Even though the bell has not rung, referee still has full authority here. Looks like we're all set. There's the bell. To keep his hands off our official. You know, Robbie Hollywood, more than anyone maybe knows that, being a former referee himself. That's very true. What an incredible story from Robbie Hollywood. Trained in at Rip Impact in Hamilton Pro Wrestling. Started off as a referee, now a full-time competitor. Really knows the ins and outs of every aspect of the ring. You know, you got to believe he uses that to his advantage here. He knows where the referees are going to be at. Not that Robbie Hollywood has using any underhanded tactics, but I guess if it calls for it, if he really gets in deep with Ahmed here, he could find a way. It's a very good point. It's something that I've said a lot about Ahmed's mentor, Vikram Prasher, in the past. Knows the rules enough to know exactly how to break them. Robbie Hollywood might be taking a different approach, but being a referee, he knows everything that is allowed, everything that isn't allowed in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling, and in a wrestling organization that takes rules so seriously, that has to give you a bit of an advantage. Absolutely. He knows which lane to stay in there, and got a great athleticism to start the match here. Ahmed a little surprised maybe by the speed there of Robbie Hollywood. Exactly. Not exactly the start that Ahmed was looking for. That confidence that we've seen might have just been taken down a notch from Robbie Hollywood. Robbie Hollywood with a little bit of trash talk trying to get in Ahmed's head here. Now, as we've said in the past, Ahmed, member of KPK, has found a ton of success in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling in the tag team division. And you can see why. A beast of a man who takes no prisoners. Absolutely not. That shoulder block there, taking Robbie Hollywood catching his breath from a simple shoulder block there. The size advantage really coming through for Ahmed on that one. And Hollywood trying to use the speed advantage here, but Hollywood almost out of nowhere going for a monkey flip, but Ahmed just powers right through it, sends him into the corner. Launched right into that turnbuckle, and dazed and confused is Robbie Hollywood at the moment. Club right to the center of the back and the spine. Oh, and you can hear that chop just rip through here in London. Just electricity shooting through young Hollywood's veins. Going for another one. Hollywood trying to escape, but finding himself caught in each corner as Ahmed follows along, looking for another chop. Exactly, Ahmed just stopping his prey. Whip to the corner, and Hollywood up over the top that time. Ducks the clothesline. Hurricane Rana, he caught him. Impressive offense from Robbie Hollywood, maybe going for a second, but Ahmed had it scouted. Speaking of being caught, reversal after reversal here. Drop toe hold right on the face. Oh, and a drop kick to the side of the head.
Very impressive offense from Robbie Hollywood.
Quick 2 count. And there you go, even checking the rules there with the referee. He does not want to get himself disqualified.
Absolutely. Top rope maneuvers are few and far between in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling.
Leaped over top. Ahmed able to duck under that, and a back elbow.
And a big boot laying in wait for Robbie Hollywood. Ahmed seizing control. Gets Hollywood up, slams him down.
1, 2, no.
Life left, but not much in Robbie Hollywood.
You know, that back elbow that Hollywood threw there at Ahmed, you got to wonder if the massive amount of hair he had there almost caused like a cushion. He didn't get the full brunt of it.
That's a good point. There was desperation in there that maybe balanced it out, but absolutely just Hollywood throwing wild elbows, anything he can do to keep in this fight.
My nipples, they hurt. Some guy help me. My nipples.
Robbie Hollywood looking for help wherever he can with some unfortunate injuries in this match.
He'd be out with a nipple injury after all those chops to the chest. I mean, the damage is done. He's letting everybody know where it's stinging right now.
After watching those chops, I can safely say I'm happy to be back here in commentary and not on the receiving side of it. So my sympathies for Mr. Hollywood.
Right off the corner post there. And Ahmed now going back to those drums that he found earlier. Got to watch himself here on the outside.
Ahmed looking to bring a second kind of beat into this match.
Trying to start his own chant. And the referee watching closely to make sure that's all he's doing with it. Rolls in, breaks the count.
Ahmed needs to be careful. That is a foreign object.
Oh, and speaking of nipples.
Exactly.
Nipples, Keith, nipples.
Sweet revenge.
Face off the drum now. Referee saying that's okay. It's almost like the stairs at the corner. He didn't pick it up to use it. He simply used what was there, as if he comes over to our announce booth, then the same thing could occur.
Absolutely. You know, Ahmed being used like a human drumstick, but laying in wait.
Smart move there by Ahmed, waiting for the perfect time for Robbie Hollywood to get in, too. No. Hollywood kicks out.
No, a side effect from Ahmed, not enough to close this matchup. But Robbie Hollywood looks like he's feeling the effects of this match in some unfortunate places.
Just firing that desperation chop now as Ahmed seems to have somewhat control, but that one got through.
Exactly. Ahmed looks like he's found that second wind.
May have just angered Ahmed more than anything there.
Standing tall, the big man has not left his feet, looking to get Hollywood up.
Drops over the back. And a big elbow once again to the face of Ahmed. Up over the top. Hollywood rolls through.
Hollywood just throwing himself at Ahmed, finally able to knock him down with a spinning elbow or spinning lariat or something along those lines.
For the clothesline now, takes down Ahmed again. That back elbow, you're right, connecting that time. Monkey flip.
Getting the monkey flip this time is Robbie Hollywood. Now firing up, calling his shot. What is young Hollywood going to do here?
The tables turned so quickly here, and Hollywood up over the top. Crossbody down into a pin. 2 count only.
That was a long 2 for Robbie Hollywood. The momentum in this match shifting very quickly.
And that's another thing. Hollywood as a former referee, maybe arguing with the cadence of our referee.
Exactly. If anybody would know the proper 3 count, it would be him.
Shoved into the corner, and that jumping elbow just connecting to the face of Ahmed once again. Ducking under 2 clotheslines, and look out, flipped over the back. Oh, that could be it. 1, 2. No!
2.99 off that Impaler DDT.
Hollywood can't believe it after that one. Thought he had enough of fury of offensive maneuvers.
Now, what does Ahmed need to do to get back in this? This has been all Hollywood for the last few minutes. That is the answer.
That's exactly what he needs.
Strength.
He needs to just take it, and you can see now eating those shots and firing it right back.
With no effect on Ahmed, gets Robbie Hollywood up.
Securing the, oh!
A Death Valley driver with force, too.
Two count only.
Kick out. Unbelievable.
A lot of impact on that Death Valley driver, but both men with huge offensive maneuvers, and the other one able to kick out.
Robbie Hollywood showing all heart there after that kick out. My goodness, I thought that was over.
Absolutely. Now Ahmed back to the drawing board here, taking the elbow pad off. Exposing that elbow bone. We'll see what he does with it. Looking for a big club, rolled through. 1, 2. 2 count, both men back up.
Robbie Hollywood rolling through once again.
1, 2.
Robbie Hollywood throwing any shot he can take.
Some creative pins here to try and get the job done, but nothing yet. Up over the top. Ahmed read that one.
Oh, now
Ahmed with a pin of his own. Then bridging out.
That is a lot of weight for Robbie Hollywood to bridge. Very impressive there. And
backslide now in 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Robbie Hollywood finally found the pinning combination that sealed him the 3.
And smartly getting out of the ring. Ahmed can't believe it.
A huge win for Robbie Hollywood. Unbelievable. Well earned, well fought.
What a back and forth match there. And Robbie Hollywood just finding it.
And now finding the drum for a little victory celebration here.
Go ice those nipples, young man.
You've earned it.
High fives on the way out as Robbie Hollywood climbs the ladder here in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling.
Dan Jarvis making his way to the ring, the old dog, looking to show the folks of Hammerlock Pure Wrestling a few new tricks.
And his opponent,
Here we go, a man who is no stranger to Hammerlock Pure Wrestling, the always exciting, always full of energy, Chili Brown.
Exactly. Speaking of tricks, every time Chili Brown makes his way to the ring, we see something new. One of Hammerlock Pure Wrestling's most exciting combatants. Always fun, always a great time when Chili Brown is in the house.
High fives all around here at the Larch London Gathering Place. Thank you so much for having Hammerlock Pure Wrestling here. Been open since 2017. They have a lot of day programs for people with intellectual disabilities here. All kinds of fun things, drama, art, crafts, reading. There's 3 group homes in London, 8 communities in Ontario, and they are international as well. We thank them so much for hosting Hammerlock Pure Wrestling here tonight.
Exactly, been a great home for Hammerlock Pure Wrestling here in London. Can't extend our thank yous enough. Folks excited to see Chili Brown here. Who can blame them?
They've been to a Hammerlock show before. They know what you're going to get with Chili Brown. We've had ceilings that have been too low for Chili Brown. He bounces out of this world during some matches.
That's very true. But Dan Jarvis looking to make a name for himself here tonight. No pushover himself. Has a game plan going into this. I imagine it's the same most people try with Chili Brown. Just slow down his momentum.
Jarvis staring down Brown there saying, "You done? Can we do this?" All business on the face.
Absolutely, all business. Mercenary-like focus from Jarvis here.
Referee Seamus White tasked with this one. Separating the two men here to start, and a rare Chili Sucks chant in there. You got to believe that's Dan Jarvis' family member, likely.
Absolutely, just trying to get in the head. One Chili Brown, not sure how effective it will be. Chili reacting to that with a smile.
Trading waist locks here.
Look at Jarvis, just how he puts his weight, all of his weight into his legs, making him immovable.
Getting wide there. And now gaining control with a side headlock on Chili Brown. Chili Brown, one of those competitors that's been all over the card here and wants to cement himself, I think, at the top.
Absolutely.
Which he very much has the skill to do. We all know that.
Absolutely. Finding a incredible amount of success in the tag team division here in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling. Has been up and down the card in the singles division, more up than down, and just looking to secure his place at the top with the aspirations of the Hammerlock Pure Wrestling Championship. Everybody gunning for Vikram Prasher here.
Jarvis, we haven't seen a lot of in Hammerlock Pure Wrestling, but all it takes is a few wins, a few dominating performances to come in here and you find yourself at the top as well.
Absolutely, especially knocking out somebody with the background, the history of Chili Brown.
Test of strength here in the middle, and Jarvis was ready for that, twisting the wrist instantly.
Exactly, putting the strength into it. But Chili Brown just able to maneuver his body in unusual ways to make sure that Jarvis cannot get him in a pinning predicament. If both shoulders are on the mat, that counts as a pin. Could be a unique way to end a matchup. You can see Chili Brown trying to pick up the pace here, get it to his speed. But Jarvis quick to say no thank you, sir. Being very methodical in his movements, very tactical.
And now looking to lock up in the middle here. Both men trying to gain the advantage. Chili Brown with that deep arm drag there and right back up to grab in that headlock and try to take some control in this matchup.
Chili Brown showing he's got a ground game as well.
As you mentioned, the shoulders down. If they are down, that's a pin. You saw the 1 count there from referee Seamus White.
Exactly, referee Seamus White just laser focused on those shoulders.
Grabbing the hair now out of the sight of the referee, though.
Needs to be very careful, as that would have counted after that 5 count. Immediate disqualification.
Shots to the back, and Chili flipping over the top. Garris thought he landed that one until he turned around, and there's Chili already back on his feet. That's the speed that we're seeing right now.
Now momentum business is picking up for Chili Brown.
Beautiful drop kick, and sends Zanjaris to the outside.
Jarris looking to just recombobulate here, get his bearings. But Chili Brown waiting in the wings. Not going to let him catch his breath.
On the side of the ring here, and chops to the chest.
Just using the ropes for that extra bit of momentum, adding some whiplash to those chops. Very unique offense from Chili Brown.
Changed it up with a clothesline and sends him into the center of the ring. Chili distracted there for a moment, though.
And getting the worst part of that middle rope.
Oh, look out. Almost pulling the arm out of the socket and snapping that neck back and forth quickly.
Exactly.
Very dangerous move there that took Chili Brown out to the outside.
Jarris realizing he's in full control here now.
And now hanging him up on the bottom rope here.
Ladies and gentlemen,